What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We got Conscious Black, Andy, Terry, Gregory Brown, Stunner, Raw Blog News, Tom Lou, See You Later, Knowledge, Keon Jackson, Desmond, Joseph, Nike Mark, Steve Holler, LA Sports Live, Traymond James, Elder, Jesus, Gregory Brown, Andy, Jay Riddick, Eric Kwan, Roy, Justin, Donkey Kong. Let's get the likes up. I wanna get the likes up. We're gonna do this quick. I'm gonna address something, then I'm gonna let people up. I'm gonna address something, then I'm gonna drop the link and let people up. But I really don't want to repeat myself, so it's very important you guys drop the link so I can say what I have to say. I'm gonna address something, and then I'll drop the link, and you guys can come ahead and we could talk Laker basketball, anything you want to talk about, and that'll be that. But I definitely need you guys. Thanks, Dre. Appreciate you. Dre, come through. I need you guys to definitely hit that like button. So I could drop the link and you guys come up and you guys can talk Laker basketball. Y'all can talk about, if there's other teams y'all need to talk about or anything else, you guys want to address. He said Lakers 6 seed 18th championship. Let's get the likes up, y'all. We definitely gotta get the likes up. It's very important. That's right. Mr. 100 likes. My boy Call Me K is in the building. He said he playing Pokemon. My boy Donkey Kong. Oh, so you a gamer. Donkey Kong, you must be a gamer. Nas, please, bro. I ain't attacking Darvin. I really want to address something, but I need the likes to get up before I address it. And that's right. My boy Renee said, "Get the likes up." My boy Jordan Murray in the building. Stone Cold. So I could say what I had to say because I had a very, very interesting DM that I want to address. So, I just want to touch on it for a few minutes. Then I want to let you guys up. But I'll definitely need. He said, "Can I have $1,000?" Donkey Kong, if I had it like that, boy, I'll be glad to give you $1,000. You game heavy. You going? Hey, that gaming shit. If you good on that gaming, you gonna make a lot of money. I hear that's where all the money at with the gaming. I don't know nothing about games. Even as a kid, I'd never been into video games. Never. I'd never been to video games. That's crazy. But there's a few games I could count on hand. The games I always like the Donkey Kong. I like the Punch Out. The boxing game, the Punch Out. Pac-Man, of course. Uh, Space Invaders. What else? That's probably it. I never was into games. I never, for some reason, and it's crazy because I go way back. Some of you guys, a little older. Y'all remember Atari? I had my mom bought me and my sister Atari. I ain't gonna lie, I played it for like a couple hours and I ain't really played no more. I had I forgot we had cartridges back then. I played it for a little while, like a couple hours. I just never was into video games. I never had a video game. I mean, I never was into video games. Yeah, people that gaming stuff is big business. I told y'all. Remember when I used to be in City College a lot, right? And y'all saw me at the college, and I said I'm talking to the young guys, these smart, these brilliant Ivy League students. I used to be talking to. I should try to get them to do some things and different things for me. It was this one guy, this Chinese guy. Chinese guy. He's a gamer, and he was saying something about investment. Right, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. I'm be straight up and talk to you guys. So he was like, "Yeah, Atari, yeah." So he's like, "Yo, yeah, you know, they was looking for investments. I want to do some business with these guys, investments, and do things like that with a lot of these city college students." And I should like, talk to them different things like that. So the thing was, like I said, I didn't really know much about game. Two things I didn't know about that I heard is big money business, and I know nothing about. The gaming thing and the dog breeding, like having a little dog and they have babies. How much money is that? I'm like, and I'm pissed because that's another story. But I had an opportunity to have a little dog, but I don't like dogs. I've never been to dogs. I don't like dogs. I don't like dogs. I've never been to dogs and I've never been to game. Two things, but they said, yo, you get a little puppy and they have babies, they $3,000 a pop for them dogs, and you get the paperwork and stuff. They told me. So now I don't have a problem getting into games and things like that. But it seemed like it's hard, like getting into this stuff. Like I can't really find. I guess I ain't look hard enough, but to get a dog. Yeah, I'm not scared of dogs. I just don't like. I never been into dogs. I never been to video games. I've never been to that type of stuff. I never like certain movies. I'm like always this. So as a kid, I always been like a direct type of person, straight and direct. Like bullshit, I just never like pictures with like aliens and stuff. I never like. Only movie I like growing up that was like totally like off base, like Star Wars. I loved like the first two, maybe three Star Wars 2, maybe Star Wars 3, all maybe Empire Strike Back. Then, but all of like space and movies that like kill 'em up, bang bang, but it's not reality. Like one movie I forgot, I think his name was The Killer, where people, I think no, it was Run DMC. One of the movies I hate movies is not realistic. When guys shoot people like them, Steven Seagal movies, when you got 30 killers with guns and he's using karate, he taking their guns and doing all this stuff there and beating them up, all these killers around him, and he don't get shot. I'm like, I can't do them movies like that. Them movies where a guy get a gun and shoot from a building and killing people from. I like more reality-based movies. It don't have to be no kill 'em up movies. I don't care if it's a love story. More if it's like more reality-based movie. I hate movies. It's like, that's like super fake. Like, what I mean? I just never get into it. Like I never get into like movies like that. Like I love like reality-based movies. It could be a love story. I don't care. I just hate movies where like a lot of them Will Smith movies, and guys rolling around shooting backwards and killing. Oh man, that drive me nuts. But yeah, we got 78 people. Where we at on likes? I want to be able to start this. What I got to say, I don't think it's gonna be long, but I'm gonna get you guys up here. I like Forrest Gump. Like, what I mean? I I love romantic movies. I love romantic movies. Like mafia movies, I love, things like that. Where we at in likes? Somebody please tell me how many likes we have. 'Cause I want to say what I got to say. And I like soap opera. I don't really watch it no more. 47. Come on, people. Come on. Let's get it up like that. I ain't gonna lie. It's just the thing. I'm glad I don't watch soap opera no more, because once you watch it, you have to continue watching it. It's like addictive. You gotta watch it the next day. I used to like General Hospital, All My Children. I used to watch all that. I like soap opera. Yeah, I like that. I love documentaries. You know what I'm saying? I love documentaries, things like that. You know, some real stuff. But I want to get into it, right? Um, I had got a DM from one of you, one of the guys who comes on. He don't come on the thing, but he every now and then come on the chat. But he support the channel. And he follow me on Instagram. And he support the channel. I don't see him right now, but all the time he don't. Sometimes he come say what up, but he watch a lot of the videos and so and he sent me a DM, right? And respectfully, you know, I said to myself, I'm address it. I just gave him a thumbs up and I'm address it. He said, Kareem, respectfully, I don't think that you a racist. You was gone and people said you're a racist. I don't think you're a racist at all. But I think you're a hypocrite. He said, because you talk about you know, how black people don't stick together and people negative, the hate and stuff. But you the first person, you the very first person said Darvin Ham is not a good coach. You said that in the very beginning of the season. You the first person I ever heard say something negative about Darvin Ham, and now uh, everybody saying it. He said, "Yes, I agree. It you have some truth to what you're saying about Darvin Ham. Yes, I don't like his rotations. I don't like a lot of things he do, but he's a black man. He's a first year coach, and for you to point it out, and now you got a lot of guys on YouTube, on your channel, and other channels talking negative about Darvin Ham. You don't understand how powerful your voice is. I like your channel. I'm continue to support your channel, but I think you are a hypocrite because you downing a black man, and then you sit there and say, on one hand, you don't like how black people come at you about a racist comment and saying how people don't, black people don't stick together, they don't stand for nothing, yada yada yada. Right. So I want to address that. Right now, he said I'm a hypocrite. Now I'm gonna break it down. One, like I said, this is sports. This is sports. Sports, race don't have anything to do with sports. You don't put race into sports. I lead off when I'm saying other things about the black community, the killings and stuff, that has nothing to do with sports. I'm just saying the makeup of a black person, far as supporting and how they quick to kill each other and supporting each other and different things, the makeup of a person. That has nothing to do with sports. I never call Darvin Ham out his name. Right? I don't call Darvin Ham my name. And yes, I was the first one to point out that he's not a good coach. I was the first one to call it out because I am good at what I do. I'm not sitting here bragging and saying this and that, but some people have this natural born gifts. I've always been good at scouting, and I saw right away he wasn't a good coach. And for me being a content creator, I can't look back and say, hey, because he black, I'm not gonna call him out on being a good coach. I can't do that because I'm a content creator. One and two, I told you guys from the gate, I'm not connected to nobody. I'm not connected to no coaches, no players, nobody. I'm not connected to nobody. So I'm not sparing nobody. I'm going to call it down the middle. So I seen deficiencies in Darvin Ham way before people seen it, and I brought it to light. It's not me downing a black man. It's me, one, calling what I see, and two, that's just what it is. And I always say, hey, he can get better. But as of now, that's just what he is. It's not that, like I said, I don't call him out his name. I don't disrespect him. I just call him with the coaching thing. Because, like I said, everybody know I just don't like overrating. When Darvin Ham got hired, I heard people, even announcers, said automatically, just by having Darvin Ham as a coach, he gonna be, that's 10 games better than Vogel. They was bashing Vogel. Vogel won a championship. Vogel did a lot of great things when he had the Indiana Pacers. A lot of great things. And he won a championship with the Lakers. And people just forgot that and was saying the Lakers had a trash coach. Darvin Ham alone is a great coach. He won a top coach order. I seen things that he won the top coaches, and he's automatic 10 games better than Frank Vogel. And I never liked it because here it is, he never coached a game. I always been fair. He never coached a game. So I stuck up with Vogel when it came to that. I was like, that's unfair on Vogel, when people were sitting there saying that the Lakers automatically better because Darvin Ham is 10 times better coach than Vogel. I just felt that wasn't fair and it wasn't right. This has nothing to do with black or white and me supporting. This is sports. And like I said, don't race into sports. Right? Now, that's the thing. Oh, Darvin Ham, this, that, and the third, right? They bashed on Vogel, right? So, like I said, I seen a lot of deficiencies in Darvin. Then he said in his DM to me, Kareem, you have to understand Darvin is a first-year coach. But it's a lot of first-year coaches. Darvin, mind you, Darvin been coaching, assistant coach for 13 years. He been assistant coach for 13 years. So you have a lot of experience. You got guys like Will Hardy, Boston Celtics coach. A lot of these coaches, they probably got 1 or 2 years assistant coach under their belt. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Now, I'm gonna so he said, I'm gonna go with Stone Cold. Stone Cold said Darvin Ham get a C for this season, take 38 wins from 33 last year. See, this is the difference between this year and last year. We all know that the Laker team and LeBron James and them gave up, and they never gave. Let's just be honest. Now, y'all want to roll y'all sleeve off and talk some shit? I'm going to talk some shit. Now, I see Elder said how many games the Lakers won last year. See, now, I'm going to break this down. We know Darvin Ham, LeBron James and them stopped playing for Vogel from the gate. They didn't like him and turned their back on him. They didn't give it at all. They playing more for Darvin Ham than they did for Vogel. Let's just keep it all the way 100. All the way 100. They just turned their back on him. The minute, even after the deadline, it was over for the Lakers when LeBron said, oh, the Lakers F them picks. So they turned their back on him. So let's not act like that they play hard for Frank Vogel. Don't do that. They did not play hard for Frank Vogel. And Elder said how many games? It's another comment I seen. Elder said, I believe him speaking about your comments, the Lakers fans, dog black players don't support them. Yes. It's the truth. Now I'm gonna touch on that. I'm gonna get to all that. Right? See, Elder has a dog in this fight because he likes Darvin Ham. I think he met him 1 or 2 times. He liked him. So he's a heavy supporter of Darvin Ham. So with that comes is biasness. Kareem don't have no biasness. Like I said, y'all never hear me cap for Kevin Durant, and I'm a big Kevin Durant fan, and y'all won't even realize like, damn, I don't hear Kareem talk about Kevin Durant. I'm like Giannis. I'm big Brandon Ingram fan. I don't cap for guys like that. I tell it how it is. I'm calling it how it is, right? So now, and that's not true that they didn't play for him to start the season. Elder, we're not going to do that. Russ, all the team play hard. They just was losing. We're not going to do that. All these guys, I got 112 people on here. Come on, Elder. Elder, I rock with you. You my boy. But we're not going to do that. Don't sit there and say they didn't start for him and they didn't play. Yes, they did. Pat Bev and Westbrook, they all play hard for him. And McGinnessy, they just was losing. They were just losing. We never, not one time, let's be honest, we never not one time said, oh, the Lakers not playing. Well, 2-10, that's still, they was losing. They was losing. We never not one time said they not playing hard. We're not going to do that. That we not going to do. I understand you like them. And see, Elder, I'm going to tell you, you is a big, big personality in this YouTube thing. Real big in this YouTube thing. But me being, I'm going to drop the link, but I'm going to talk because I'm going to let me talk first. Like I said, I'm going to let people up. Right? The thing will hurt you, right? People loves your opinion. They love Elder on all these platforms, right? They love Elder. But by you even saying that, you killing your credibility for a player, because a person you met a couple times and you like him for whatever reason you like him, right? You rather put your reputation on the line defending him. That's why a lot of guys sometimes go at you in the comment section when you be defending Darvin Ham, because they see what I see. The guy got mad. He said, yo, I like your channel, Kareem. He said, yeah, Kareem, you told the truth. You the first one exposed them. But the thing is, with Elder, like I said, they over here, they love you. I like you. You big part of the show. You a major, major force. But people comes at you because you defending them, and you don't do that. You don't do that. Everybody can clearly see what's going on. And you going against whatever the whole community saying, and it's clear. It's clear. Everybody, even the guy who said, even the guy who even the guy who didn't like what I said, right? I'm gonna let you talk. But even when the guy he didn't like what I did, but the first thing he said, you was right, Kareem. He sees it. It's not like I'm making this up my ass. And what I'm saying about, like I said, and now let's go back to they said, okay, the Lakers, I don't like how they disrespect the players. Yes, it's disrespect. When you call Dennis Schroeder and these guys dumb, they stupid, and calling them out their name, that's disrespect. If you sit there and give a basketball analysis, and that's what it is. I never disrespected Austin Reeves. I just said what I felt, what I seen. But y'all never seen me disrespect him. I never called him out his name. People called Russ dumb. Called KCP and them guys out their name. Disrespected THT. These guys were disrespectful to these players. So when I sit there and say about a black player, I'm saying the disrespect came from them. Now, if you give a good analysis on the game, hey, it's all good. All I ever said about Austin, and I gave him credit, I said he's a role player and he's very smart and this, that, and the third. But a lot of guys making him out to be a superstar, and I said he's not that. That's all I did. I just combat what we're saying. And what makes me good at what I'm doing, because I don't have no biasness. When they say, when KAREEMLOUALLEN comes on YouTube, at least if they don't agree, at least they gonna know I'm keeping it what it is. I keep it what it is. I call it how it is. I don't got no strings attached to none of these players, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lose you guys for you guys not respecting my basketball knowledge because I'm trying to save a player or I'm trying to save a coach because he's black. No, this sports. There's no racism in sports. But yes, you see some bullshit that goes on. and I call it, I will talk about it. You see some bullshit goes on, but I see this, that's all a mile away with Darvin Ham. And everything I said back in October, early November, it's coming to light. And with a lot of players, a lot of things I did. So like I said, the thing is, like I said, and I always said, Darvin Ham got room to improve. I said Darvin Ham has room to improve, and people said, "Oh, so what if Darvin Ham start winning and doing that? How you gonna look about that, Kareem?" You know what Kareem said? If he win, I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm happy for him. He coached the Lakers. I will got to be a fool to be a Laker fan and want him to fail. I don't want him to fail, but if he do, let's say if he do turns it around and the Lakers win a championship, that don't make my analysis wrong. I was speaking on what was going on as during that day, as of that day. So if I was speaking on something that happened November 24th, of him being a horrible coach, or what I saw at November 24th, or January 13th, or February 23rd, or March 21st, if he's not good, then that don't make what I'm saying is wrong. If he turn around and win the championship, hey, maybe he got better. He can get better. When Austin Reeves had a good game, I gave him his props. And one thing I always said, and I gave Elder his props, I said, Elder, I respect you because everybody know you didn't like Russell Westbrook. When he started coming off the bench and he's playing good, you gave him his props. I saw you give Dennis Schroeder his props. I left a message on Ticket comment section. He gave Draymond Green a lot of credit. And that's what you got to do. That's good basketball outlet. You don't just stay mad at somebody like with Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless don't like Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook had a good game. He still pounds on him. He finds something. Draymond Green had a good game yesterday. Ticket made a video giving Draymond Green his flowers. And we all know Ticket goes at Draymond Green. I seen Elder give Westbrook his flowers. I seen Elder give Dennis Schroeder his flowers. That's what it's about. Darvin Ham do good. Guess what? Kareem gonna give him his flowers. I don't got nothing personal against nobody. I don't know these people. You have to know what I've been through. I don't got time to dislike somebody I don't know. I've been through a lot of real shit out here. So you think I got time to sit there, oh, I don't like Darvin Ham, I'm just going to pound on him? He coaches the Lakers. Austin Reeves played for the Lakers. You think if the Lakers down one and there's 2 seconds left, Austin Reeves got the ball, you think I'm going to say, I hope he missed? Come on. I'm bigger than that. I'm a big dog. We're not going to do that. I just called Darvin Ham what it is. So to sit there and say I'm a hypocrite, no. I just correlate one thing into another to how a black people way of thinking is, how they quick to do this. I didn't dog on Darvin Ham, because I got to call it how I see it. And now look at this. A lot of people people all the time. Kareem, you right. You right. I've been hearing that for months now. Kareem, you right about Darvin Ham. For months I've been hearing this. And I don't do this to say to pop my collar to be right. It's not about me being right. It's not about me being right. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me being right, but I got to call it. I'm doing this channel, so it got to be purpose. I like sports, so I got to call it how I see it. I'm not tied to none of these dudes. So, like I said, we all know Elder likes Darvin Ham. People be in the comment section going at him because he be here defending a lot of stuff, and they watching the game like, Elder, what are you talking about? You too smart for this. You defend this man like you defend, like it's other coaches, Will Hardy, a lot of young first-year coaches, he make mistakes he shouldn't be making. It's stuff he do is like, come on, man. You play in the league. You 50 years old. You played in the league, and you assistant coach for 13 years, and you had different coaches. My boy Big Les is in the building, man. Stop it. Go subscribe to my boy Big Les, man. Stop it. He tied in with the Chicago drill saying great channel, man. Stop it. I love that channel. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not tied to it. It's about the truth, man. Calling how I see it. And so when you start wavering, like I said, Elder is the godfather of this. Elder, the godfather of YouTube. Elder, they love him on every channel. He comes on, Elder, it's showtime. But Elder, me being your friend, Elder, and I'm gonna let you on, call it how you see it, because you're gonna lose your credibility. You too good of a basketball mind, you're gonna lose your credibility. Now I'm gonna drop the link for you. You know, I already know how it's gonna go, but it's gonna be hard because a lot of these people, this is why people go against you with this Darvin Ham stuff, because they know what they seeing. You can't fool these people with that. They seeing this stuff. These people see this stuff. Can't fool these people. And I'm not here to diss Darvin Ham. I'm addressing to the DM. The brother did, and I respect him for that. I respect him. He was respectful. He was very respectful. He was very respectful. But he had things, and now I address what it is. That's all. It's not about beefing and stuff like that, but I just don't, I want him to know, hey, I'm not a hypocrite. Y'all got to flash y'all face behind the scenes. Y'all know that's all. You know what I'm saying? It's about being, everybody, we got to be cool at the end of the day.
Salute,
man, this thing, I don't know why is it doing. I just let Dre in. Dre is in.
Salute, Rain. Can you hear me?
Flash your face. Dre, talk real quick, Dre.
Salute, Rain. Can you hear me?
Dre, talk. See, this is the same shit
Salute,
happened
salute.
yesterday. Yo, talk. Come out and come back in, because Elder had to do that yesterday. Come out, come back in. I don't know what it is. Come out and come back in. Yo.
Can you hear me?
Elder, talk.
Can you hear me?
Elder, I can't hear you. Come out, Elder, go out and come back in. I'm not ducking smoke. I'm letting them in. The thing is, it's really not no smoke. This ain't really had to be honest. It had nothing to do with Elder. It's not like I'm coming at anybody. I addressed the thing, and I see Elder on the chat, and he had a lot to say. So you know, yeah, this happened yesterday where I was hearing. Damn, this shit, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this. I'm trying to even let them up now. Drake.
Salute, Rain. Can you hear me?
Drake.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear Drake. Y'all hear Drake? Drake, talk. Do y'all hear Drake?
Yeah, can y'all hear me? Put a one if y'all can hear me.
Do y'all hear Drake? Drake.
Yo, can you hear me?
You got to come out and come back in, because I don't hear nobody. And I got to hit. Let me try to fix this. I see Ticket here. I see Elder here, but it's not, I can't hear nothing what you guys saying. Let me try to fix this. Y'all don't go nowhere. Let me try to, because we had the same problem yesterday. Let me try to fix it. Oh, man, this is annoying, man. People waiting, boy. This is crazy. Jay, talk. Let me unmute him. Dre, talk. Yeah, this is ridiculous, man. We got people here ready, boy. People ready to get Kareem to business.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
Damn, man.
Can you hear me
I'm
now,
trying
Reem?
to fix it, and I don't want to. I can't hear. I know what to do. Talk.
Can you hear me now?
I can see your mouth. I can see you talking, but I can't
Yeah.
hear nothing.
Yeah.
This
Hopefully
is
they can hear
crazy,
me.
man.
If
The
the chat
same
can
thing
hear
happened yesterday when man
me.
Elder was on.
Yeah, I
He said,
know.
"Kareem,
Remember it happened?
okay, I'm gonna go off for a minute. Dre, keep talking for a while. I'm gonna go off for a minute, and
Yeah, so let's salute to the chat, man. Just wanted to come up here and show Kareem some love, man. I don't feel like he a racist. But it's kind of hard lines being drawn, man, because people gonna have their opinions regardless. But I don't feel the man is a racist, man. He's just getting his honest opinion about stuff, man. And you can't say a man is a racist just because he doesn't particularly like a player or go hard for a player like certain other people do. It's all opinion based. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to come up here and show Kareem some love, man.
yo,
Elder too, man, since the Kareem Elder show. What about now? Can you hear
damn,
me
man,
now?
what the hell's going on? Yo,
Big Ticket
I
TV.
can't hear it.
Reem, you crazy, man. I love you, boy, but your ass is insane, man. Reem,
I hear you.
I feel what you saying, bro. But you saying Elder gonna lose credibility. I think you're wrong. The only reason why I say that, Kareem, and I'm not gonna make this short, I'm gonna say this to you, bro. You gotta remember one thing, two things. Who is he dealing with, bro? He dealing with LeBron James and he dealing with Anthony Davis and he with the Los Angeles Lakers. So the other coaches that you said that were young coaches that are doing well, they're not in the same type of pressurized situations as Darvin Ham is. They don't have to deal with the same behind the scheme politics like Darvin Ham do. That's a whole different beast that come along with coaching that team versus going and coaching a team that really don't have no expectations, like those other young guys you named. You understand what I'm saying? So, even with Ime Udoka, he didn't have the expectations of getting to the NBA Finals that first year, but he overachieved with that team. He did good, but he didn't have to deal with the same type of dudes that you're dealing with when you're dealing with one of the greatest players ever play the game. When you're dealing with another dude that's already won a championship and have egos. When you're dealing with dudes like Russell Westbrook and all them other personalities like Pat Beverly, bro, that's not easy, bro. That weighs on you as a coach. So I think that you got to take all that into consideration when you're going in on Darvin Ham, because a lot of his decisions too are influenced by vets. And sometimes you want to listen to your vets because when you played and you were a vet, the coaches did listen to the vets sometimes. So I think that sometimes you're a little hard on Darvin Ham, man, because I think that D Ham is doing the best with the hand he dealt. And it's not like he's had a stable lineup all season. Guys have been hurt in and out the lineup, no consistency. So you can't ask him to be consistent if you haven't given him anything that's consistent.
So, would you grade Darvin Ham as a coach?
B, this season, with everything that's happening, for them to even be at 500, B. Did you see, bro, all the stuff that was going on? You got to convince Russ to come off the bench for one. And listen, regardless of whether you think Russ want to do it or not, that's a hard thing to do. Dealing with him just in one is hard. Then you talking about Pat Bev, another guy. All these guys feeling like you ain't using them correctly. Then you got to deal with LeBron James and all his little antics and politics behind the scenes. Then you got to go deal with AD and his injuries and being out the lineup and you having to try to motivate him and push him to play hard every night. Then you got to deal with all of the other inconsistencies of the team. The roster, guys not having great shooters on the roster at first, not having a great roster that they said that you need around LeBron James. So, you guys were saying that the roster wasn't good, so how can you blame the coach if y'all were saying most of the time the roster wasn't right? That's all I'm saying.
No, I was basically saying, and like what Elder saying, in balancing, I didn't like how he was having Pat Bev guarding big wings, and he could have just had somebody else guarding. A lot of decisions he was making, I didn't get, and nobody got it. And like I said, I'm not gonna give him a pass because he's a first year coach. I give him a pass because of that, not a full pass, but it's like, bro.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Go ahead, Elder. You could talk.
Yeah, I want to address all of it, bro, because, it's a little misguided. And again, Tickets played at the higher level. I've been around these guys and been around coaching at the higher level on a professional level and all that. I just think we understand on a different level than y'all do. That's all. Because you will sit there and say that it's a bad move to have Pat Bev guarding 6'7", 6'8" wings. But when he looked on his roster, Pat Bev was the best guy to do it. And that's why he went with Pat Bev. Y'all can't understand that. Y'all will say, well, put Toscano Anderson on it. And all Toscano Anderson going to do is give up a bunch of and ones and put us in worse situation. So y'all don't understand everything that goes into coaching. And this is why the guy called you a hypocrite, Kareem. And I told him I like this dude because I agree with him. And you know, I've told you this personally, Kareem. We've talked on the phone and I've told you. I heard you come on and get at us as Laker fans and say we are killing the value of our players by degrading them and dogging them after every single game when they play bad. We got something negative to say instead of supporting them. And then you come back and do the same thing about a first-year coach that has to deal with the antics and the politics and the circus called LeBron James, not having your best players in him and Anthony Davis, and the circus we know to be the front office of the Los Angeles Lakers and the owner, Jeannie Buss. Through all of that, he still has Russell Westbrook, whatever came with that. Through all of that, bad roster, he still has his team in contentions for the playoffs. Where is the consistency to support him? And y'all looked at me and said, well, because of you. You were the only one and the first one to say, well, Elder, you're biased. You're biased about because you know him. There's a lot of people I know. I was around LeBron just as much as I was around old boy. Am I biased towards him?
No, but
I've been around. Hold on, Kareem.
You even said it. You was like, yeah, I am. You said, yeah, that's my boy.
Kareem, Kareem, he is my guy. I played in a professional league with him for years, for 3 years. So I have a lot of respect for the dude. I do. I haven't talked to Darvin Ham in decades. But I do like him as an individual, and I know the mindset he has. And my thing is where's the support for Darvin Ham? You just said it. From day one, you was on his helmet, exposing him. How we
exposing? I knew from day one.
Bro, Kareem.
And his coaching.
Hey, Kareem, we listened to you for about 30 minutes, bro.
Right, go ahead.
I know it's your show, but let me at least come at what you're saying. I mean, you're going to stop me every 30 seconds, every 2 minutes. I mean, we ain't going to get nowhere. I think the guy's being honest because you came at all of us and chastised us as Laker fans saying we devalue the players on the team, especially the black ones, because we don't give them no support. Every little thing they do, we criticize and we put it out there publicly and we devalue them. And then when it comes time to trade them, we can't get nothing for them. That's what you said. So this guy sees you doing the same thing to Darvin Ham, who's in a much worse situation than KCP was in. He's in a much worse situation than Schroeder was in. And to be a first-year coach, to come in and have to handle the circus called the Lakers, then we want to critique every little move he do like some of y'all have coaching experience. You brothers ain't even coached Little League, let alone the pros. And it's a business. I try to teach y'all, it's a business first. A lot of these decisions are done because of business moves. Y'all remember when I was talking about Ty Lue, how I felt bad for him when I saw him on the sideline freaking holding pink note cards to try to remember how to rotate the guys from the mandates coming down from the top office. It ain't what y'all think it is. It's much harder. And y'all are critiquing a man because of rotations. And you have no idea what it takes to do rotations, especially with a flawed roster. Now, it's amazing. You said this, Kareem. When he wins, I'll give him credit. Well, it's amazing. He's been winning lately. He's 12-6. I haven't heard Kareem really give him a lot of credit. What I heard is on this show, people coming in, following your lead, dogging him every single time we lose a game. We'll win 3 in a row, lose a game, and y'all will dog him and talk about that game we lost for 2 or 3 days. Actually forget about the game we won and still highlight the things that he didn't do in the game that we lost and blame him. It's the same thing that you criticize the Laker fans for doing to the players like KCP and all these guys back then, Danny Green and all them. That's what he means by you being hypocritical. And then a race thing. You saying support the team, support the players, don't criticize them every single time they have one bad game. And that's exactly what you do with Darvin Ham. And you want to call me biased just because I know the man and I have respect for him. I know what he's going through. I do. So it's cool for y'all to hate Ham, but guess what? Ham ain't going nowhere. He got a 4-year deal with the cheapest team in the NBA. You think Genie gonna fire him, pay him to sit at home for 3 years, and bring in another guy that definitely can't handle all the BS of Hollyweird? That's what he's talking about, Kareem. And you are good at scouting. You're not good at coaching.
I'm excellent at coaching too.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're my guy, but you're not, Kareem.
Hold on. I'm
excellent at coaching. What experience do you have coaching, Kareem?
I coached all the time. I coached. I had
what, Kareem? Little children?
I ain't coached I ain't coached no high school ball, but I coached.
Kareem,
let me say
it ain't the same coaching pee-wee basketball at the local YMCA, bro. It ain't the same.
Hold on. Let me say
it's not the same, Kareem. I'm sorry, bro.
You said every time if you could find a video, I do not dog Darvin Ham. Now you said they come in saying something. Show
Kareem,
me
Kareem, no, hold on, Kareem. Hold on, Kareem.
I don't dog Darvin Ham.
Hold on, Kareem.
I don't do it. You didn't hear me say nothing about Darvin Ham in a while.
Kareem, hold on.
They may mention it.
Kareem, hold on. What you did was you started all this, though, and you just admitted it today.
I said that. But you said I come on here.
All the people in your channel are just following your lead, bro.
But
that's what I'm saying.
You just said I come on here all the time dogging him, and that's not true. Yeah, I made plant the seed that, and I gave people the blueprint of what's going on, and then
hey, Kareem, I guarantee this.
I'm looking at my joints now. I don't see no titles me coming at him.
It don't have to be in the title for you to come at him.
What videos? Okay, I'm gonna go through
it. Doesn't have to be in the title for you to come at it. I guarantee this. Go get it. Go get one of your videos after we lost the game. Let's see how you feel about him then.
Okay.
Let's see if you got anything positive to say about Darvin Ham after we lose the game. Anything. How about that? You don't have to dog him in the titles.
What game we lost?
Any of them. Go to any game that we lost, and you did a video after we lost. And I want to see your sentiments, and I'll listen to it, and I want to see your sentiments about Darvin Ham.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you. I could offhand, I could think even the game when we lost to Houston. I ain't said nothing about Darvin Ham when AD didn't play.
I'd love to hear that. Hey, you know what? I'd love to hear that. Because you know what? I don't remember. I don't remember, but I guarantee you said some negative stuff about Darvin Ham.
I talked about us not having a center, and I talked about AD should have played.
Not a problem. You know what? I would love to hear that video. I guarantee you, I'll go listen to it and I'll find all kind of stuff you said negative about Darvin Ham. That people are following. Hey, Kareem,
you can go look.
My brother, you said this though. You started this off. You just said it. I started off the beginning of the season.
Yeah, but I don't come through every video talking about him.
Bro, hey, don't add to it. I never said every single video.
You said every time the Lakers lose, I come on here blaming him. That's not true. I blame AD plenty of times. I blamed the bench. I blamed a lot of. I ain't always time say, but sometimes we just lost. I say,
hey, Jimmy, you keep it up. You're gonna get blocked because we trying to have real conversations here, and you just want to be a troll. So y'all see Jimmy in there, just block him. We ain't got time for people like that around here no more. We don't. We try to get to real deal situations and conversations, and you want to come in here and just be a damn troll. Y'all just block anybody in there trying to antagonize and be a troll. All right. We don't have time for stuff like that. Again, whoever it was that sent you that, Kareem, I fully understand the perspective they're coming from. Because I remember when you came at us, and you know what? It actually made me think of saying, you know what? I get that. I get that. Now, I'm not going to lie for players, but I do understand not overly bashing them just because we lost the game or they haven't played good for 3 or 4 games and killing their back. What you were saying made sense. And I adjusted. I think most of us over here adjusted. But this guy's hearing you say that about players like Danny Green and players like Schroeder and players like KCP and Russ, definitely about Russ, then they hearing you doing the same thing for Vogel.
No,
not Vogel, for Darvin Ham. You've been on Ham from the beginning of the season. You just said that.
No, they call them out their name. I just give a basketball analysis. They call them out their name.
That was not what you was chastising.
I don't say that about Ham.
Hey, bro, you were not chastising them for calling them out of their names. You kept saying they're bashing their games every time they do something wrong, every time they have a few bad games, and you're killing the value of the players. So then when it's like THT was another one you talked about. When it's time to move them, they have no value because we've dogged their game so much. It was not about calling them out their name and all of that. That's what you said. And all of us received it because it was actually true. But then you come right back and do the same thing to Darvin Ham at the beginning of this year as a new coach, having to deal with Jeannie Buss, Pelinka, LeBron James, all that. Then you want to, like Ticket said, you want to compare him to coaches that have nothing to deal with. No expectation to win, no pressure, no nothing. And you want to give them credit for being a 500 team. You tell me another guy that can come in here and do what Darvin's done this year with all the circus that's wrapped around being the Los Angeles Lakers. Tell me a guy.
Mark Jackson would have did a way better job than him.
Well, it's amazing that 30 teams in the league don't agree with you. 30 teams. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. 30. Because nobody in the league will hire him. So give me something viable, my brother. Give me a viable candidate, because he's not one. And don't get mad at me for telling the truth. Go get mad at the NBA for blackballing it, because they the ones that won't hire him. So now let's take him out because he ain't on the market.
Okay, I
Give
think
me somebody else viable.
Okay, I think Quinn Snyder did a better job. See, the key is LeBron James. If they brought into the coach, it's different. They lost when they brought it. Vogel did it better. Vogel was first year with the Lakers and he won a championship.
Kareem, that was extenuating circumstances. It was different circumstances. They really didn't have to buy into Vogel. That situation was very unique. It was. Now, I don't take away from any chips. All right. I don't care if it's a shortened season, freaking bubble season. I don't care. Chip is a chip. I'm not taking away from the chip when I say this, but it was very unique. And here's the thing. If the Lakers had so much confidence and gave Vogel so much credit, why wouldn't the Lakers extend Vogel? Every coach that wins the chip gets a 3-4 year extension. Vogel that first year got nothing. Remember, it took a whole full year before they gave him a year extension.
And they won't even let him pick his own coaching side.
Kareem, brother, you can't. Please, we got to be real about this. And I'm not saying Vogel was a bad coach, but your players do have to buy into you. LeBron never wanted that dude. They were still mad about Ty Lue not taking the job.
Exactly.
But again, is that our fault as the fans?
He said, the commentators call out Ham.
Hey, here's the thing. The commentators
it's disagreeing with you in this chat section.
It's not a problem. Again, I just sit here and told y'all, none of y'all, I don't know one person in this chat. Maybe thank you. Maybe thank you, Yeshua, because he worked at the Staples Center, so he's been close there. Maybe him. But I don't know nobody else that's experienced and understand what it takes to coach an NBA team. I've been on the sideline of CBA games. That's closer, which is the G League now. I had a couple friends who's actually been assistant coaches in the NBA. I'm talking about friends. Darvin Ham is not somebody I call on the phone all the time. I just played in the league with him. So for y'all to sit here and be armchair coaches and think y'all actually know more about the game, it's the epitome of. I mean, are we that arrogant, y'all? Really? Are we that arrogant? I'm not saying y'all don't understand.
How come I don't hear you go? I hear you call other coaches horrible. How come you got this much optimistic when it comes to him? This much, do y'all know what this means?
I've had
guys, you don't say that about.
Kareem, I've had the same conversation. Go ask Showtime. He in here now. I've had the same conversation about Ty Lue. 1 minute they saying Ty Lue's the greatest coach in the NBA. Now they saying Ty Lue finna get fired. I had the same conversation about him.
Listen, one thing about you asked me, did I coach in none of us coach in no high level. So
I have. You talking about none of us? I have.
What high level you coached at?
I just told you I was on the bench in the CBA. I just told you that. The same team Ticket played for. The Gary Steelheads. I just told you that.
Look.
And I have other friends that have actually been assistant coaches in the NBA.
He said Elder Cook, Doc Rivers. I was the first one people were praising Doc Rivers. I was the first one said Doc Rivers wasn't a good coach. He called Doc Rivers.
I
I
sit
was the
here
first one
and
talking
I
about
say
Doc Rivers.
what I say about Doc.
I know what a coach looked like, Elder. I know coaching. I know scout. I know
What
all
I
this.
what I say,
I've been pretty much right on a lot of things because I don't deal with biasness.
no problem.
I'm not
What I
connected to
say,
nobody.
what I say about Doc Rivers is that he trusts the veterans too much. These are the things that are obvious with Doc Rivers. He leans on his veterans too much, and they don't come through for him. And out of all these years, he hasn't learned from that. Ticket just came in and told you that. I know Darvin Ham knows that being in the league. That's what I say about him. Then y'all have seen Doc Rivers will be in the game. Again, how many 3-1 leads do you blow before we say there's something wrong with your coaching? It's not like he's done it 1, twice, 3 times. He's done it more than any coach ever in the NBA. And it's a common thing. He won't make adjustments. That ain't me. That's what everybody said about Doc Rivers.
Years ago about Doc Rivers. Like,
yeah, Kareem.
Popping up saying he's a great coach.
Doc Rivers is not, hey, Kareem. Doc Rivers is not no first-year head coach coaching the Lakers. There's a difference, though. The people are the people are dogging Doc Rivers because they've seen his history for decades. And he's been doing this, and he has no real accolade for it except that one chip. Okay. So this is why they say he's overrated. This is Darvin Ham's first year as a head coach. Okay. Assistant coach has a total different responsibility than the head coach. So I don't care if a guy been assistant coach for 50 years. He don't have the responsibility that the head coach.
Bush league mistakes. Like he get out coached a lot. He do nothing strategic. He don't do nothing where you like, ooh. He do nothing fly, nothing like out chess of another coach. He do nothing. He do nothing when you be like, oh, that was a smart counter move. That's this, that's that. He do none of that. Like they even had a clip that went viral. He on there, and he just scrambling on the clipboard, doing nothing. I'm not, listen, like I said, I hope he do good. Yes, he can turn it around. But as of right now, I don't think he's a good coach right now.
And you know what, Kareem?
I think he could get better.
Yeah, Kareem,
that's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Hey, Kareem, we're not tripping about your opinion. I didn't come in here and say one thing about your opinion about Darvin Ham. What I said was this. The guy that sent you the DM, I understand where he's coming from. You got on Laker Nation for bashing the players for not performing on a high level. You bashed them and said when they had 3 or 4 bad games, this is the stuff you get on all the blogs and say. You're degrading our players. So if it ever do need to trade them, they don't have value because of what Laker Nation says about them. That's what you said.
Like you said, Darvin Ham has a 4-year deal. He's not going anywhere. He can't get traded.
Why are you ignoring the facts, bro? I didn't come in here bashing your opinion about Darvin Ham. I don't care that you think he's a bad coach. I don't. I really don't. Do I agree with you? No, but I don't care. This dude that came, this whole stream started by the comment that the guy sent you in the DMs, correct?
Correct.
And I'm telling you, I understand where he's coming from because, Kareem, you know behind the scenes, I've told you the same thing. You know I have, bro. Don't come at me like I come faking. I'm on the take and my opinion can be bought because I like somebody.
No,
I said about an individual. No, Kareem, you were the first one. You were the first one that got on here and told people I'm biased because I know Darvin Ham. And that's a damn lie.
I think
that's a lie.
That's the reason why I think that.
That's a lie. You can think it all day. It's a lie, though.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, bro.
I respect your basketball adamant, right? And I see, and when it come to him, and every time, like it's a lot of times I chill and put my hands in the back of my head. I said nothing about him. The chat section, and I saw you said a lot of times I don't speak on it, and the chat be killing Darvin Ham, and you respond to the chat. You respond to them, and they killing him, and then you respond to him, and you always defending him, and okay, what you give him? What grade you give Darvin Ham? You give me an assessment.
I would give him a solid B. I'll give him a solid B this year. And here's the thing: I defend Anthony Davis. I don't know him at all. I never met Anthony Davis. I understand what he's going through though as a player, but I defend him, and I don't care that the mass majority of the people disagree with me. But it's amazing the things I say, they're happening for him. I kept telling you he ain't getting traded. Give me the viable trade. And it ain't happened yet. After 3 years, y'all been trying to trade him since 2 seasons ago. Hold on, Kareem. That's because the majority of YouTube in your chat room feels away doesn't make it right.
No, but these guys, I ain't gonna lie. Elder, you know that. Everybody say the Kareem report, the guys who comes on this channel here, they pretty good with basketball. These guys here, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I rock with these guys here. Like I said, I don't be tripping. I will, yeah, everybody want say, hey, subscribe to the channel. You want more subscribers, but this is a lot of quality. These guys know basketball. And like they said, they always say, you know what? I learned a lot from Kareem and Elder show. These guys got educated. And so they don't sit there and be bullheaded and say, oh, I like this guy, I'm gonna do it. They open-minded. They go, hey, Kareem said this, I'm gonna see what Kareem talking about it. And they made their own educated guess. Elder said this, let me see what this person, this person. These guys is educated. These guys done stepped their game up. This don't be no booty hooty chat. This chat be some real good shit.
Let me ask you a question.
Be real good
shit. That's fine. We get that. We get that.
Said, this is one of the top of the line.
We get that. We get that. That doesn't mean the majority is right though. Because in this world, we understand the majority gonna run to the Father. The majority of this world ain't right. And again, I'm telling you, I understand it on a different level because of the experiences that I've had in my life. So I'm going to view it differently. Doesn't matter that everybody, that 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 people disagree with me. The fact of the matter is I understand what he's going through. I understand what AD's going through. I understand what Ty Lue's going through. All these guys, I understand what they're going through. And for my thing is this, I'm back on what the guy did while we're here. It ain't about how I feel about Darvin or how you feel about Darvin. The guy is correct, in my opinion, when he says you're being hypocritical because you chastise all of Laker Nation. You did a specific video. I'm gonna pull it up and put it on my channel now.
I did. I ain't running.
You're doing the same thing to Darvin Ham.
The difference is these guys is going hard and being disrespectful, and the guys can't do
that. That's not what you said in your video.
I'm open-minded. Hold up, I'm open-minded. I will give him credit if credit due. I'm not killing him. I'm not. I never not one time say he need to get fired. I never said that. I said he just need to get fired. I think
it's a fine medium in between what both of y'all are saying. I think Elder is right in his way and Kareem is right in his way.
What's your name?
That's my boy.
Dre. Hey, Dre, did you hear that video that Kareem did a while ago to Laker Nation telling them to quit bashing the players?
Yeah, I heard it.
Have you heard it?
Yeah, I heard it.
He wasn't talking. Now I'm asking you, do you remember him talking about the name calling and calling out a name, or do you remember him talking about them talking about their play and bashing their play and killing their value? Which one do you remember?
I remember about the bashing of the play. And then
Kareem, I'm telling you, you trying to switch the narrative. That's not what you were talking about in that video. You were mad because THC would have 2 or 3 bad games and they would dog him.
They call him
would have all these guys would have bad games or do something bad and they would dog them. It wasn't about calling them out their name, calling them dumb and stupid. That wasn't what the video was about.
I don't dog
Kareem.
You said dog. I'm calm. I say in the Godfather voice. I don't go crazy on him. I'm calm and I say, hey,
who are you talking to right now? Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you. I'm be calm and I say, hey, this guy, man, this guy making the mistakes he make. Like, come on, man.
Kareem,
like,
you missed the
point. You know how these guys. You know how these guys be mad.
Kareem, why are you deflecting?
It's dumb mistakes.
Why are you deflecting, Kareem? We're not Kareem, hold on, bro. Give me 2 seconds, please.
We're not in the chat talking.
We're not talking about what you say. Your video was about what Laker Nation says, not what you say. It's about what Laker Nation was saying. How we were bashing the players and killing their value. You blamed us, and it had merit. But you're back doing the same with Darvin Ham that we were doing to the players. That's why the guy's telling you you're being a hypocrite. I don't see how you can't see this. That's what he's saying. Not your take. It's not your take on the players. Your criticism of Darvin Ham being a first-year coach is unwarranted. Just like you said, our criticism of these players when they have 2 or 3 bad games is unwarranted. We kill the value of our team. You said we're the worst people for our team because we bash them, not other people. We bashed them, and it had nothing to do with calling them dumb or stupid or out their names. We were talking about giving analysis of their play, and we were trashing their play, and you said we're killing their value. So when it comes to us trading them, we got no value, and nobody wants to work with us because of what we think of our own players. That's what you said. And you're doing the same thing to Darvin Ham right now. You just admitted from day one, you've been on his head, you exposed him. He's a first-year coach. What the hell are you exposing?
No, I didn't expose. I just because you know what? One thing everybody know. One thing you can say about Kareem be consistent. I said one thing that always ticks me off when someone is overrated, and it pissed me off when people was praising his tune all before he even coached a game. He this and that and that, and then when I saw him, I gave him a few games. I'm like, it's not right. So then I had to say it. I don't like when people are overrated just because you like him, because he's a good guy, or because it is, because he didn't get drafted. No, we gonna do this thing the right way. Look what Dan Le Batard said to Stephen A. Smith. He said if this sports thing become an argument, if people taking the thing not the right way. The right way to do things is call it how you see it. Don't have no dog and no pony show, however they say it. Just call it how you see it. Once you do that you in the game. When you start favoritism, like a lot of these homers, like a lot of these guys that works for the Lakers and have to Laker players don't do no wrong. They work for the Kings. The Kings players don't do no wrong. Once you do that and you have to be favoritism, it kills it. But when you sit there and you can say, hey, I'm just going to call it how I see it, you become great. That them guys on First Take with Dan Le Batard saying, they go, okay, you gonna say this? They just disagree with each other just to start an argument. And some people just, because I like a player. Stephen A. Smith, every time, he don't really bash, he don't go in on black coaches because he don't want to be deemed as Uncle Tom. You see what I'm saying? So he
is because you're going on black players.
Yeah, but I'm saying he don't really do it on coaches. I'm saying you're right. He do it on players. But what the point I'm making is, I'm not. What I'm saying is, people just have to call. YouTube is free, right? I don't make no real money off this, right? And nobody don't have to be here. So my strength, I said my strength gonna be is call it how it is. I like sports. I'm call it how it is. I'm not gonna just do it just to do it. I don't have no. I'm not connected or because I like I got to call it how it is. Like when me and you say the error
right there, that's what you do. That's an accusation. You keep accusing me of skewing my opinion about Darvin Ham because I know him. That's false, bro. That's false. Because the thing is, why am I doing it for Anthony Davis then? I don't know him. And I've been protecting him for years against Laker Nation, against everybody in the NBA.
No,
I don't know him. Never met him. Never had a conversation with him.
I think you have a good point when you do defend Anthony Davis.
Why is it not my point good with Darvin Ham then? Just agree with it?
When you defend Anthony Davis.
Why do I have to be biased when I defend Darvin Ham like I defend Anthony Davis?
No,
see, you started that shit, Kareem.
Hold up.
You started telling people Elder's biased because he likes Darvin Ham. You started that crap.
No, but these guys, let me tell you this.
Bro, how many people hey, Kareem, how many people disagree with my take on Anthony Davis? You never called me biased on that. I got the whole Laker Nation. I got all of YouTube disagreeing with me on my Anthony Davis take. You never once called me biased on that, and I've been standing 10 toes down for years on Anthony Davis. But when it comes to Darvin Ham, now I'm biased because my boy Kareem said.
No, I'm gonna give
bullshit,
you,
man. That's bullshit.
No, I'm gonna give you why, right? Because you said why I don't get at you because you know what? I listen to you talk. You say some hell of a points about Anthony Davis, and you know what? I kind of agree with you on a lot of stuff. So I can't. You making sense when it comes to Anthony Davis, and I see where you're coming from. We kind of align with that. So I'm not going to say, oh.
So when we're not aligned, now I'm biased. That's what you're saying right now.
Because
you don't agree, now I'm biased.
Too much about basketball, and you defend Darvin Ham at all costs.
I ain't from Saginaw, knowledge. I'm not from Saginaw. I just played there.
No, he's not. He's from Indiana. But
I'm not a Flintstone.
But
I mean, that's what you just said. You literally just said because you can agree with some of the things I said about Anthony Davis, that's why you don't say it. But because you don't agree with what I said about Darvin, that makes me biased.
I don't think
that's the biggest BS I ever heard in my life, Kareem. That's retarded.
No, it's not. Hold up. I think if Darvin Ham, let's say we had another coach do it, every single first-year coach, let's say it was Blues Clue, and they was coaching the Lakers the first year and doing exactly what Darvin Ham was doing, I think you'd have been at them. You'd have went at them. If they would have did exactly, if you just changed Darvin Ham, you turned to Drew Blue True, whatever, I think you would have been blasting them. You know too much basketball knowledge, and I listen how you talk. You're not, hold on. You're a knowledgeable guy, and the stuff you saying, I'm like, I don't think Elder.
Hold on. You know why I know you're wrong?
You
know why I know you're wrong? Because you can get most and all them in here. I never bashed old boy Vogel. After that championship year and everybody started bashing him after that, I didn't bash Vogel. I knew exactly what Vogel was going through. The only thing I said that anybody can consider critical when he lost the locker room. And it just was a fact. That's when I knew it was over for him. Oh, he done lost the locker room now. But I knew what Vogel was going through. You ain't got no tape on me bashing Vogel. And I don't think Vogel was the greatest coach. That's why he was the 5th option for the Lakers. That's why the man was unemployed. He was unemployed, and he's still unemployed.
But that's not fair to say, because you could say Darvin Ham been unemployed all these years.
He hasn't. Darvin Ham has been on the bench. You just said he been an assistant coach for 13 years. Yeah, Vogel didn't have those jobs.
Vogel ain't want to be no assistant coach because he ain't want to.
Hold on, time out. Where's the tape for Vogel telling you that? Where's that at? Where's the hold on, bro. That's an assumption. That is an assumption. That's an assumption that Vogel didn't want to be an assistant coach. Where's that at?
You think Vogel couldn't got it? Come on, stop it.
Bro, why hadn't he? Okay, Kareem, why does he don't have a job now?
I don't know. You have to ask him. Hold on. I want to address my boy Loco. Loco, what's good? He said Kareem can't take constructive criticism. Hold up. I can take it. The guy, I ain't beef. You not hit me call. I said I respect the guy. He came to DM. I just addressing what he said. It's not that I can't take constructive criticism. He said that. You ain't hear me one time bash the guy. I said I give him props. I respect him. He wasn't disrespectful. He said he liked my channel. I'm one of the best channels. He said a lot of good things. He just said he think I was a hypocrite on things, and I was just explaining what's the difference of bashing. And when I say about black people, I'm saying more of the outside. Sports is something different. I was just trying to make the two. It's not that I can't take it. I made the video because he had good points, and I said, hey, I respect him enough to do a video, and he's starting a conversation right now. That's all it is. You know, my boy Drake, because let Drake get some.
See, I think you guys have a medium that you guys can come into because you guys are making key points on both sides. Elder's making a key point because what he's saying is even though Darvin Ham has been doing stuff that you could say he's been making some choicy decisions and he's been bad as a coach at some points of times, he's still a rookie coach, so you have to give him leeway. I think that's what Elder's saying, right?
No. I'm saying that I understand what Darvin Ham is going through as the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. I understand some of the decisions that Darvin Ham has had to make that people criticize. And I'll give an example. One of the number one criticism is his rotations. People don't understand what happens with rotations. Go over there and talk to Clipper Nation. Look how upset they've been with their team being mediocre because their coach was forced to play certain people certain minutes. Then when guys got hurt and it came to the nitty-gritty, the front office said, nah, do what you need to do, and the Clippers look great. Again, y'all don't understand every decision that goes into it. Kareem gave the example. I don't want to see Patrick Beverly at 6'1" guarding a 6'8" guy. The problem is this. Hold on. The problem is this. He's the best person on the roster that was given to Darvin Ham to do it. That's the problem. But you want to bash Ham because he won't put 6'6" and 6'5" guys that are going to get annihilated. Not just torched like Beverly. They're going to get annihilated. And he knows it. This is what I'm talking about. We don't understand everything that goes into coaching decisions. It's just not what the coach wants to do all the time. He comes to the game with mandates from up top. He may want to play this guy 30 minutes, but when the team say play him 35, guess what he's going to do? Play him 35. And then you criticize because you're like, he's tired. He needs to come out of the game. But he knows I can't get him out right now because he's got to get his 35 minutes. This is what I'm saying. And this is where we be overcritical. And I'm saying, y'all haven't coached on this stuff. You haven't been around it, so you don't really understand it. When you coach in Pee Wee in high school, you can do what the hell you want to do, when you want to do it. This is a business. This is a $1 trillion business. He ain't making all his decisions. And I can tell some of the times when it ain't him making a decision.
This is another thing that drive Kareem crazy, and I'm pretty sure drive other Lakers crazy. You have, where we at? You said we got 6 games left. How can you not try? We, like you said, we 2-10. When you struggling, you got to try everything in the book. How
that's
can you
not try? Hold on, that's your opinion.
Hold up, you cut me off.
Your opinion.
You cut me off. Every coach, hold up. You cut me off. Hold up. How can you not try? Okay, let me see how Anthony Davis, Thomas Bryant work out. Let me see how that works. He never tried none of that. He never tried Anthony Davis with a center.
Time. I want to give you, I'm glad you said this. I got to break this down for you, Kareem. When y'all were cooking him for not trying that was right before the trade deadline. Everybody remembers this. Who got traded? Did not Thomas Bryant get traded? Did he not get traded?
Yeah,
yes or no, y'all?
Got to do anything.
Thomas Bryant, listen, I'll tell you. You have no idea what's going on behind the scenes with that. You saying, try this as a coach. What if the front offices, and this happens all the time, what if the front offices said, hey, he's requested a trade. Don't play him unless you have to. Don't put him in the game unless you have to. Because we trying to work a trade out for him now, and we don't want him to get hurt to screw up the trade. What do you do then as a coach?
Hold up. You killed yourself, bro. You just killed yourself. See, let me talk for 1 minute. 1 minute, or I ask for 1 minute.
Go ahead, bro.
Where the 258 people gonna say, you know what, Kareem, you just killed yourself. This is what I mean when you saying the biasness. You saying, because it was, everybody said from the gate, Darvin Ham had full control. The team is gonna let him do his thing. They didn't let Vogel do his thing. It was a lot of with Kurt Rambis and them guys, a lot of people who had influence with Vogel, and Darvin Ham had full thing on Darvin Ham. Now, this is where the biasness come in at, where you sit there and say, why you sit there and say, I'm biased, Kareem? This is why. You sit there trying to defend, you try to sit there and talk about some trade deadline happened in February, and you just said the Lakers was 2-10. If they was 2-10 and all this time, how can they never tried it all season? You saying the coach, you saying Thomas Bryant saying, they know because behind the scene asked for a trade. He only asked for a trade when Anthony Davis came back in late January and they threw him on the bench and buried him. That wasn't no long thing he wanted to get traded. It was like a week and a half thing. Hold up. You just killed yourself, bro. You just killed, and 258 people see this. Hold up. Go
ahead, bro. Go ahead.
You just said, and this goes to show the biasness because you're still trying to deflect and defend this man. Yeah, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, Kareem, because Thomas Bryant, who they traded on the trade deadline, the trade deadline was February 9th. And Anthony Davis came back from the injury list in late January. after Martin Luther King, late January. And when he came back, they threw Thomas Brown on the bench. He was getting 10 to 12 minutes. He got mad. 2 weeks later, he gets traded. I'm talking about all season. He never tried it. He never tried putting a big next to Anthony Davis. Try that. And you lose it. You ain't tried it. You ain't tried. Try something different.
Let me know when you're done. Let me know when you're done.
Nothing. I don't have to say no more. I'm just going to you know what I'm going to do?
Let me know when you're done.
My
You
white
ain't gotta say
wine,
no more.
red wine.
You don't have no point.
Tap out, fragrance, and I'm going to put my foot back. Everybody in the chat, see you got body. And I don't got to say another word. I'm going to let Herm and Drake talk. Kareem finish for the day.
All right, good. Let me, before y'all go, Herm and Drake, let me go ahead and address what Kareem just said there with all that BS he just said. So for all y'all that think he has a good point, y'all are actually showing y'all hand. First, and again, I let you talk, so don't cut me off, Kareem. I let you talk. First, he goes back to say, why did they try it when they were 2-10? Go back and look who was hurt at the beginning of the season and didn't play while we were going 2-10. What's his name that went to Denver? He wasn't even available. Remember, he was hurt at the beginning of the season, so we didn't try it then. And then you just said, I said to you, Anthony Davis. I said to you, not about Anthony Davis. I said, y'all start bashing him right before the trade deadline. You saying that he got mad and requested a trade after not playing. You don't know that for a fact. You don't know when he requested a trade. See, that's your assumption. Patrick Beverly already had said it's all kind of BS going on here. Did he not? So you don't know when this man requested a trade. You don't. You assuming because his minutes got cut when Anthony Davis came back, that's when he got mad and requested a trade. You got no articles, no nothing saying that's what he did. That's your assumption. You're making an ass out yourself. And what I did is what I gave you a hypothetical that happens on teams all the time. I didn't say that's exactly what happened with Thomas Bryant. But we did find out later he requested a trade. Now you tell me this. What team is going to keep throwing a guy like Thomas Bryant out there where you're trying to get decent assets for and just have him play when you know you're trying to trade him? We got guys now, they're superstars. They sit once we think we got a viable trade for them. So you expose me. Bro, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. He requested a trade. We don't know when that took place. But I do know what's commonplace for teams. When a guy requests a trade, they don't want him to get hurt because that would hurt the trade. That could nullify the trade. What did we get for Thomas Bryant? We got a young player and 3 second-round picks, the same picks we gave up for Rui. So is it outside the realm to think that maybe the Lakers said, don't play him that much unless you have to? None of y'all can understand why his minutes got cut. So somebody now tell me the viable reason why his minutes got cut when we still needed big men. Because none of you know when he requested the trade. So none of you know how the Lakers front office responded to it. These are things that coaches have to go through all the time. And for Kareem to come on here and bash a first-year coach dealing with the most volatile front office in the NBA. Kareem, I could expose you so bad right now. I ain't going to do it, though. I ain't going to do it. Because we have the most polarizing player on our team, who is the biggest politician, just like KD said, and I always agree with, he's toxic. And the media around him is toxic. All that has to be dealt with. All of it does. You telling me it has nothing to do with the team? It has nothing to do with rotation? It has nothing to do with players? Who LeBron is? On top of who Jeannie is? On top of who Russ is? Man, y'all need to stop, bro. Y'all need to stop. Now, I've been blaming the front office from the beginning. You saying, wow, now blame the front office. Have I not blamed the front office from day one?
No, you have, Elder.
I blame the front office, but it still is dictated on what goes on the court. I don't understand how y'all think these things are taking place in business with Jeannie, with LeBron, with Clutch, and it ain't going to have any effect. Y'all telling me, even though that roster was imbalanced, y'all telling me that's a 2-10 team? That's a 2-10 team. Even with that roster unbalanced, that's a 2-10 team. Hell no, all of us knew that team wasn't no 2-10 team. It was more stuff going on. Just like Patrick Beverly said, it's even off the court shit that's affecting us on the court, though. So for you to sit here and try to cap and say they never tried it, well, first off, old boy missed the first 2 weeks of the season, didn't he? Somebody go back and look and see when did old boy play his first game.
They've been okay. They didn't try it at all.
When? Tell me, Kareem.
It's not like they never been in the lineup together.
Tell me how many games did those two play together? And it doesn't matter if they didn't try it at all. You don't know why they didn't try it.
It's more than one game.
You don't know why they didn't try it.
It's more than one game. I know for a fact they had enough time together. He didn't even try.
I thought you bodied me, bro. I thought you bodied me. You thought you had a friend, didn't you? You thought you had I thought you bodied me. You came with some of the most dumbest, ridiculous stuff, bro. Kareem, let's understand this, bro. Kareem, I'm going to tell you this as a boy. You're very good. Hey, Kareem, I think you do very good at evaluating and talent of players. That's what I think you're good at. You're horrible at analyzing coaches. You don't understand front office moves. Even though you got a man that works for the NBA, you don't understand front office moves, bro. You don't. So quit acting like this is your expertise when you bring it to the table. That's not what you're bringing. Evaluate the players. You do a good job of that. That's from studying. That's from film.
Yo, you know how many times we both talked about trades and stuff. So how can you sit there and say, I know what's a good trade. What trade we be realistic?
That is evaluating players.
Hold up.
That's evaluating players.
Hold up. Let me say one thing. You just said, this ain't make no sense what you just said. You said the front office probably told them to cut Thomas Bryant minutes because they want value from him.
There you go.
Why?
That's not what I said.
Hold up.
There you go. That's not what I said, Kareem. I said it is typical when a player requests a trade. Do we not all know in here after it happened that it came out that Thomas Bryant requested to be traded? That's a fact. So we know that most teams, when a guy requests to be traded, they're not trying to play him because they don't want to get him hurt, so it hurts the trade. So now it makes sense because everybody's saying, why is not Thomas Bryant playing? Why is Thomas Bryant not playing? He requested a trade. Now it makes sense.
The reason he requested a trade because when Anthony Davis came back, he wasn't getting no minutes.
Now, how do you know that?
Why would he request a trade?
How do you know that?
That was the common sense. Why would he request a trade and he putting up 20 and 10? Hold on, bro. Kareem.
30
minutes. Why would he request a trade then?
I'll give it to you if you let me. I'll tell you if you let me.
Oh my God.
You want me to answer your question? One, he already knew going into it he couldn't re-sign with the Lakers. He knew he wasn't going to be a Laker next year anyways. It was going to be extremely hard for the Lakers to keep him. And the way he played, the money that he wanted, he was not going to be able to resign with the Lakers. Two, what about the turmoil on the team? Same thing that Beverly said. Same thing old boy said. They already had turmoil a whole year. Those are two great reasons for him to request a trade. It don't have to be because he's not getting minutes. He wasn't getting minutes when he was over there. Wasn't that he didn't request a trade?
Yo, I don't think I have to really say no more because I don't think nobody in their right mind. You playing good and you're gonna request a trade. You're in a good situation. His contract could be in his contract year. Why would he take if he getting double 20 and 10 and playing great? Why would he sit there and be like, yo, I want to get traded? This show your body because you're using every excuse right now. This is why people think you buy, and that's why
they don't think I'm biased. They don't think I'm biased because of this. I answered your question. I answered your question. I gave you two good reasons why a person would request a trade. You asked why would they request a trade. I just gave you two good reasons. But I'm biased because I said that.
I don't believe the church believe that. The church, I just don't, because it don't even make sense.
You don't know nothing about the church, so stop it. Just stop, bro.
Hey, I know this church right here. I know these 300 people up here, and I know.
And you know what? The mass majority don't rule. I don't care that there's 230 people in here, and let's just say that. I don't think it's that way. But let's say the majority disagree with me. It don't make them right.
Cause hold up, this is why I'm gonna say one more thing. This is people always want Kareem to debate. Reason why Kareem don't debate, because one, it get out of hand, and then sometimes people get mad, then it get out of hand. I like Elder, I respect Elder, but at the end of the day, Elder, it's clear. I don't think nobody in their right, especially their free agent year, they balling. You sitting there saying, "Oh, he still might have won a trade because the Lakers can't resign him." Fuck the Lakers resigning him. He playing good. His contract come out. It's got 29 other teams. Why would he want to go to another team after he playing good? I don't think nobody gonna want that. Nobody. Who wants that? You think, oh, because Pat Bev said it's a lot going on. That Thomas Bryant was playing good. Anthony Davis came back from injury, and they threw him on the bench. Not only they threw him on the bench, he's playing 10.
I'm gonna let my man do what he do, because I know what I understand. And I've been
But you
before you go, Elder, let me ask you a question before you go.
I like that energy though, but real talk though, Kareem.
I'm gonna say this because this thing got started with this dude saying that Kareem is being a hypocrite, and I actually agree with him. I actually agree with him that he's been a hypocrite because he got on the Laker Nation for bashing players, but he's doing the same exact thing he got on us for. He's doing it to Darvin Ham. You can call, hey, I don't care what y'all think about me when it comes to Darvin Ham. I really don't. I never care what anybody thought about me. I'm going to call it like it is. Kareem can think that I'm biased. I can think Kareem is racist. You ain't going to hear me say it, though. I tell you that right now. You're not going to hear me say it.
I apologize then for calling you.
You're not going to hear me say it.
I apologize for calling you.
I'm not going to cross those lines because just because I know somebody, it's not going to skew my opinion. This is what I do all day, every day. Really, all day, every day. You can't buy my vote. You can't buy my take. I'm going to say what I believe is right. Now, again, this is a bunch of subjective stuff because we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, y'all. What I tried to do is introduce y'all to how this stuff works, though. Because I have been behind those scenes. I've been with those players and their families and their agents when they had to have these discussions with front office people. I have been in those conversations. So I understand what takes place. Just because a player gets traded, it ain't always what you think it is. Matter of fact, 99% of the time, it ain't what you think it is. It's not. There's more to it. So for just us to look and say he got mad and requested a trade, that's pretty immature. Thinking that just because he didn't play, that's what caused him to request a trade. Nobody knows that. That is an assumption. And normally when you assume, you make an ass out yourself. So I'm going to stick to the facts. The facts is this man sent you a humble letter showing you where he feels you have been hypocritical. And you have actually rejected it because you don't see it. And I see it.
I shouted him out. I said,
No, Kareem. You said, though, you don't think you're being hypocritical. That's what I'm getting at. I know you didn't say you bashed him, bro. Kareem, I didn't say you bashed him.
Call him out his name. Hold up. The good
Kareem,
thing about
I didn't say you said that.
Oh.
I said you rejected what he said. He thinks you're being hypocritical when he tried to show you, and you rejected that. That's what I said. I didn't say you called him out his name. I didn't say you embarrassed him. I didn't say you disrespected him. Quit throwing in stuff that I ain't said. You didn't hear him because you don't want to be seen as that. But I'm telling you as your friend in front of 200, however many people in here, I agree with him. You're very hypocritical in this situation because you can't tell us not to bash the players and tear them down after 2 or 3 bad games and hurt their value, and you do the same damn thing to Darvin Ham. You're a hypocrite when you do that. And I'll tell you that as a man because I love you. All right? That's what I'll do. So I'm done with the rest of this stuff. Y'all can feel how you feel. Kareem, you can keep doing what you're doing. I'm telling you as your friend what I
love that. We could talk about something different. We could talk about the game tomorrow. I don't like debate because it goes left.
Hey, but Kareem, here's the thing that you might as well get used to, bro. When you got certain stances and when you feel certain ways about certain topics, you're gonna have everybody on here gonna be critical of you. They gonna call you every name out the book. I'm talking about me and other men called every goddamn name that you could think of. And folks being very critical of certain things because we take certain stances on certain issues. So a lot of people gonna come for your neck, especially when you feel strongly about certain things you say. So man, don't let anybody ever get you off your game, bro. Always stay on 10 toes. Whatever you say, mean what you say, man. Don't worry about what other people think of you. So man, just keep your head up. Don't let anybody discourage you. And end of the day, that's all you and other got going. That's cool. Me and that back and forth. It's all good. It's all fun and games. Y'all disagree. Y'all ain't gonna agree every damn thing. So it's all good. It's all but Kareem, don't let just don't let people around you because they probably say that racist shit, man. That folks had that. They call me racist all the time because I've been hard on Jokic all year, and I most definitely been hard on Luka. Even though I'm right, they gonna say I'm racist though. Yeah, I be animated, add the extra shit to it, but I'm far from racist. But folks gonna say what they say. Let them add it. So
Yeah, I
you
agree
know,
with you, Herb.
don't
You know
give
what?
them anything that's
Herb, it's going static. You know one thing I agree with you said when you said just keep going, because a lot of times I ain't gonna lie, when stuff happen, I do back off. Like some stuff, I'd be like, all right, I may feel a way. Like for instance, I may feel some way about LeBron James, but I'd be like, you know what? And when I say something, these people, I don't be wanting to hear it, so I might not say it. So I do sometimes like back off of stuff I may feel a certain way about. So you're right about that.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, man, I just think it's a median between what you guys are saying. I feel as if Kareem is saying Elder may not be critical enough of Darvin Ham, and Elder is basically saying you may be too critical of him. That's basically what I was trying to say. I mean, because Darvin Ham has done stuff that he deserved to get criticized for. Just like prime example, I think against the Bulls, he was doing a 3 guard lineup again too much. I think he should have gave Rui some more minutes because Rui actually could be a better defender on some of the bigger wings that they had. And I feel like sometimes he be putting Schroeder in too much to play against guys like a Levine too much. I think he should have tried Rui a little bit much just because of the size.
My thing is, that's your opinion as a guy that's never coached in the NBA, never played on that level, right? But I'm supposed to listen and trust your opinion and then all the people of YouTube's opinion when it comes to that. I can tell you this as a guy that's coached on a professional level, that's been around it. Rui can't guard wings. He can't. I'm tearing out. Darvin Ham gave him minutes just because of the way the lineup was. He didn't do well while he was in there. Not defensively, he didn't. And they have guards. They literally have 6'5" to 6'9" guys that are wings and guards. And they're long and athletic. Rui can only really guard fours. He gave a little bit of an effort, but he's not a good matchup for that. This is the thing, my brother. Let me hear what you just said. You said you didn't like the fact that Darvin started a 3-guard offense against the Bulls. Do you know the Bulls start 4 guards? Did you know that? My brother Dre, you there still, brother?
Huh?
Dre, did you know you said you didn't like the fact that Darvin Ham started 3 guards against the Bulls? Do you know the Bulls start 4 guards?
Yeah, I know the Bulls start 4 guards, but I'm just saying, like, if you remember looking at the game yesterday, I don't know if you've seen the whole game, but
Watch the whole entire game.
I mean, but if you seen like when he had Beasley and Schroeder out there, they weren't like as far as like even offensively and defensively, bro. They weren't working good together. So I'm just saying he should have tried something different. Even if you put Troy Brown, a bigger wing like Troy Brown out there, like the 3 small guy lineups he be doing don't be working all the time, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Troy Brown was out there with them. Rui was out there with them when they was giving up the lead. I watched the whole game. The problem there has nothing to do with Rui. You have 2 guards that are really scoring guards. Beasley's a 2 and really Schroeder's a 2. He's not a true point. What he wants to do is score. So now you got 2 guys that can semi-handle the ball with Beasley and one that can, but all he can do is score. And look who's guarding him. Cody White, the other African dude. Those guys are both 6'5". They're 6'5", they're stronger than him, and they're more athletic than him. That's why Schroeder struggled. He has to realize I can't have 2 guards that are smaller than the guys guarding them, and neither one of them are more athletic, and they can't pass. So it's hard for them to score. It's hard for them to score, and the super chat, I'll read that. It's hard for them to score, and it's hard for them to make passes. This is why they start turning it. They had 6-8 turnovers between each other. He has to recognize that. But guess what he did? Because they're veterans and those guys have actually won games for him, he gave him another shot in the second half. That's the stuff that coaches do. That's what Ticket was talking about. I'm sitting there. Kareem will tell you, I text Kareem and told him the same thing. These two guys together, he can't play them together. He's gonna have to stagger Hillbilly Kobe and stagger old boy. He still gave him a second chance and a half. Why? Because Schroeder's won games for him. Beasley's won games for him. He still gave him a chance. Now in the second half, he cut that thing down a little bit. When they gave up a little bit of lead, he threw the first time he threw Vanderbilt in. Then we saw LeBron come in. He wasn't gonna let him go this time. And that's why we built the lead back up and won. But that's all a part of coaching. Y'all will look at that and just say it's bad. But what Darvin knows is I can't hurt the confidence of these guys because they may be a bad matchup for them today, but I need them tomorrow. Or I may need them in the next game where it's a good match.
I see him destroy playing people. Hold on, I'm gonna let you read the chat. Go ahead.
Nick T, appreciate you, my brother.
Nick T, bro, Nick T.
Chat. He says Kareem is right respectfully on Darvin Ham. He makes too many mistakes. Not even a grade school coach would make. Darvin been an assistant coach too long to be treated as a rookie coach. That's fine. I 100% agree with Nick T, Kareem, and anybody else that thinks that Darvin Ham is worse than a grade school coach. A grade school coach don't have to deal with nothing that Darvin Ham is dealing with. Nothing. It's not even close. See, that's disrespectful to me. When you know what these guys go through and what they have to experience, that kind of statement is disrespectful. But they get that from Kareem because he said stuff like that about Darvin. Same guy that called all of us out when we say these same type of things about KCP, THT, guys like that is not producing. But this ain't hypocritical.
No, but look.
Hold up.
Go ahead, Kareem.
Hold up. You can go next. Go ahead, Elder. Thanks, bro. I'm getting hoarse.
Proham 92. Appreciate you coming in. He said, see, like this, Darvin scam. Shout out to the chat and panel. We don't have no problem with calling Darvin Ham names. Grade school coach, scam artist. We don't have no problem calling him names.
So here's the thing that people, they really.
Don't do it to the players, though. That's hypocritical. That if that is not the definition of hypocritical, because this is what Kareem was trying to change the narrative to. He kept coming back saying, well, I'm talking about when they bash him and call him out their name. You don't have no problem with these guys calling Darvin Ham out his name, as long as they're giving you money, huh?
No.
Now, but here's the thing, though. If they analyze it the right way, Elder, like Darvin Ham
know what it is.
Darvin Ham has done a great job. But Darvin Ham has done a great job for the defensive side of the ball and getting these guys to play hard every game. Now, do Darvin Ham need to improve on this offensive side of things? Yes, that's actually a decent critique. You guys going to say, well, I see Darvin Ham need to work on coaching offensive side of the ball. For his defensive effort, he got the Lakers as one of the best defenses in the league, and they play hard every night. So what more can he ask for? Yes, he can work on some things, but he could work on that later on. This is first year as a coach, and honestly, that's the only weakness that he has.
Your connection, Herm.
You breaking up, Herm, on your connection, but they want him to be like, hey, you know, the Father said, "Be ye holy, for I am holy. Be ye perfect, for I am perfect." They want Darvin Ham to be God in his first year as a head coach, but because he's been an assistant so long, he should know how to be a head coach. That's it's crazy. It's like you being. It's literally like you being a base worker at your job. You're a machine operator. You doing that for 15 years. You transfer to another company and they put you over all the machine operators. You telling me you finna get everything right?
So, but can I jump in? This is a top flight. What's up, panel? What's up, panel?
Top flight. What up, bro?
But L, come on, man. This ain't rocket science. This is just basketball. And I'm not.
Hold on, bro.
Elder, you gotta let him talk. Elder,
what do you mean by that?
That's what I'm saying.
Let him talk.
Yeah, just let me make my point. So I'm just saying. So I've been on Ham. You look here. Opportunity, get a brother a chance, let him do what he's doing. And I've rolled with him through the whole season. But come on, Elder. I mean, it's like, come on, at some point, enough is enough. It's like this is the thing that I said to you. At this point, you know, I need my coach to feel the game. He just don't feel the game as a coach. And if you want to tell me that every brother that actually suits up for the head coaching position is a great coach, then come on. but he just make childish shit. He just don't feel the game for me. His rotation is always off for me. You know what I'm saying? I would have been set Beasley ass down to let him come back around. All this shit about you gotta let somebody play to fuck with their confidence. This the NBA. It's like you gotta build your confidence up by sitting your ass on the bench and watching. And hopefully when you get back out there, but you saw when he set him down that first time, he came back in and he got hot. It's like I've been screaming for Gabriel and AD out there at the same time. We need another big. And it's showing that we need another big. And if we don't get that big,
That's the front office, though.
But regardless, though, you the head
Darvin Ham, bro. They blame Darvin Ham for that.
No, I'm not blaming him, but he's the head coach. I'm gonna scream for that.
I ain't blaming him, but he the
Hey,
head
they
coach.
got what other big they got other than AD?
But he just said Gabriel should be playing with. He said Gabriel could have been in lineup with AD.
With AD,
It's a liability, though.
Gabriel's 6'9".
Listen, not the whole
Gabriel's not a big.
Listen what I'm saying to you, not the whole time, but at least try. See the success we had.
He's a liability.
Listen what I'm saying to you though. The success that we had with Anthony Davis is when he was playing small ball as the 5, not constantly as the 5. We're playing him out of position. But
What center do you have on the roster, though?
Listen what I'm saying to you, my brother. I'm just saying as to what we need to do. And it's like, see,
but you gonna play Wayne Gabriel as center. That's gonna be successful for the Lakers.
What I'm saying to you. Listen what I'm saying to you. You have a piece in AD that we're misusing. They have to find a way to actually put him in a position to be successful. But
how you going to do that with no center on the roster, though?
But you got that.
Even when Mo Bamba was there, they didn't do it.
Every
They
time
played
I
them
say
together.
something, you keep saying it, you won't let me make my point. But what I'm saying to you is, what I'm saying to you is that when we were successful with AD, it's when we had Dwight Howard. It's when we had Shaq and the Fool out there running alongside.
Call out Jenny Buzz then and Rob Pelinka.
This is what I'm saying to you. And then
but we had centers in the lineup all season. Even when Mo Bamba, he's never tried it. Don't say we have no centers.
Mo Bamba was a damn third stringer coming from Orlando, and y'all expect something from a third stringer in Orlando. He's a damn third stringer, man. Come on, man.
This is a problem that I have with people. They think that everybody that the Lakers put on the floor needs to be a superstar. They are role players.
He wants to get in the clock with the Orlando Magic.
Listen what I'm saying to you, my brother. The Lakers, we're only gonna go as far as Anthony Davis takes us. But when you got LeBron James and you got Anthony Davis out there, you got role players. We got D'Lo now. We got, you know what I mean? If Beasley can get hot, if he can get hot. But do we really want him in a 9 or 10 man rotation if he's just going out there putting the performance that he just put up against Chi-Town? Because he was horrible, turning the ball over. He can't get a shot to fall. So do you really want to put him in there, or do you want to keep Lonnie Walker on the bench? Which that's kind of at some point instant offense. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Respectfully, bro. Respectfully, bro.
Respectfully,
you nothing wrong, bro. Respectfully.
Hold on, Herm, read the super chat. Thanks, my boy Banks. Thanks, bro. Go ahead, cause since you go next, or you want me to do it, I got it. He said, "What up, though? What's the matchup in the West for the Lakers to advance in the first round, and who in the East they got to go out in the West? Who you want to play?" I'm not looking that far. I had to wait and see where the Lakers play first. I don't want to go too way far ahead of myself. Right now, I'm not ducking nobody. Whoever they play, they just got to play good and win. But go ahead, Herm. Go ahead.
Man, unfortunately, I respectfully agree with the brother that was just speaking, bro. The Lakers don't even have a damn center on the roster. Mo Bamba was a fucking third stringer for the Orlando Magic. What the hell do you expect from a third stringer that barely was getting a clock with Orlando? You can't expect him to save AD and keep AD from playing the 5. End of the day, AD got to finish out playing the 5 because of fucking front office. Getting pieces around AD benefit AD. End of the day, they built a team around the playing more than they built around AD. That's the damn problem.
Yo, Herm.
He got to work with what he got.
Yo, Herm. Your connection bad, bro. Every time you start talking, you start going in and out, bro. I don't know what it is. Every time you start talking, you go in and out. So you may want to go out and come back in. But the thing that, again, everybody's entitled to their opinion, y'all. It just doesn't mean it's right. It just don't mean that it's right. And when you understand things from a greater perspective, meaning you understand all the decisions that go into why people do what they do, it gives you a better balance. Y'all look at this stuff and you get frustrated from a fan perspective. You don't understand what coaches go through. Now, he needed a defensive-minded center, but the front office goes out for financial reasons and get him an offensive-minded center who don't play defense, can't protect the rim. Now, he'll block a shot every now and then, but he can't protect the rim. He ain't no rim protector. I'll challenge any of you. If you like Mo Bamba, go out, pull up the stat of Mo Bamba, his time with the Lakers, the few games he played, and tell me what his per 36 average on fouls is. You tell me. Tell me. Go see what it means. And per 36, it gives you a real idea of what he's doing. This man probably averages 7 fouls per 30 minutes. 36 minutes. He's a foul. When he comes in, when you play him in the interior, he's a foul machine.
You right what you're saying.
All Mo Bamba wants to do is pick and pop. He wants to be 7 foot, but he wants to set the screen at the top and roll to the three-point line and shoot threes.
I agree. He's saying he never even tried the lineup. That's all he's saying.
It doesn't. Again, you don't have to try something that you already know doesn't work. Mo Bamba's not the defensive-minded center that he needs to pair with AD.
He didn't try.
AD
didn't try. Damian Jones. He didn't try none of them.
He never tried Thomas Bryant. You correct. But see, Eld, I agree with you. He's not the answer. He's not the answer.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna give y'all this. Hold on, real quick. We were upset. Everybody was mad when the Lakers was well up under 4.3 per 36, well under the we weren't 500. We were playing bad and all that. He finally got a more balanced roster. He's gone 12-6, and I still hear people coming here starting off this broadcast. We just won last night. We just beat a Chicago team in Chicago by double digits, right?
Right.
And people was in the chat. I'll go back and pull it up for you. Starting the chat off, fire Darvin Ham. They get that from Kareem.
Kareem ain't said
no, I don't get that from no Kareem.
I'm telling you that is influenced by. This is what the brother was trying to say. He said, "You don't know how powerful your words are." You came on bashing Darvin Ham. Now it done penetrated all the people in the chat. That stuff started with Kareem saying that he's a middle school coach and he's this and this. This is where the sentiment comes from.
But Elder, did he just start that yesterday, or has he been consistent with it the whole year?
Bro, Darvin Ham has been 12-6 since they gave. Hold on, bro. He's been 12-6.
I'm saying
hold on, bro.
Go ahead.
He's been 12-6 since they gave him a decent roster.
Some players, because players make coaches.
12-6. That's 6 games over 5.
He's gonna miss most of the games.
Hold on. And these games have been more impactful games because all these games have mattered.
But has Kareem been consistent the whole year about firing his ass? I'm just did start last night.
No, bro. That's the problem, that he's been consistent.
Right. Me too. So I'm just trying to figure out why should he change now when we
Bro, you're not getting the point, my brother. My brother, you're not getting the whole point. The man sent him a message saying that he's being hypocritical because he's doing to Darvin what he chastised Laker fans for doing to the players. And he admitted, Kareem said he started at the beginning of the year talking about how bad Darvin was. He peeped how bad he was at the beginning of the year.
Right.
He's a king in this, or a dog. I forgot what he said. I'm the man in this stuff and evaluating. I know coaches and I know this. And he's been dogging Darvin from the beginning of the year. He admitted it tonight. Go back and listen to this. And the guy told him in the DMs, I respect you. I'm going to still support you. I love your channel, but you're not racist, but you're a hypocrite.
Hey, Bob.
to a coach,
I want
you
to
don't
ask this
want.
brother though, Elder.
You said what?
Then
I
there's
about to say
other people in the chat.
I want to ask this brother. What lineup should Darvin Ham throw in there then to benefit Anthony Davis, then to protect Anthony Davis from playing summer? What lineup Darvin Ham can come up with that would be successful for the Lakers to play Anthony Davis at power forward position? I just want to see how creative y'all minds are since you guys being critical of Darvin Ham.
No, what I'll say. I mean, it all depends on matchups. I mean, it'll be totally different from playing the Bulls than playing in Minnesota for what they have, because they got two bigs. So are we going to try it out there?
They got three.
You understand what I'm saying? So that
they got three legitimate 7-footers.
See, what I've been saying is like it's almost like he has a scorecard, or he got a card where he actually reading off as to how he thinks the game was supposed to go.
Notice he didn't answer Herm's question.
Right. No.
Yeah, but I want you to answer it though, since you critical of Darvin Ham in his lineup.
I'm trying to keep him on track because he's saying a bunch of stuff, but he has not answered your question, Herm.
Right. So no. I'm saying that you know what I mean. I don't know. I don't think that I don't think that I would start Gabriel. I would go with the same lineup that we had last night to answer you, but at the same time, I wouldn't be hesitant to sub William in to Gabriel in there sooner than later. But
so how many minutes Gabriel should play then?
This is what I'm saying to you. You just can't ask Anthony Davis to give you 30 and 10 if he in there battling with two bigs. You just can't do it, and then you just can't.
You know why you asked him to do it though? I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. Do you know why you asked Anthony Davis to do it?
No, yeah, you can tell me.
He's the only one on your roster capable.
Right.
Only one capable of doing it, and that's what you need to win the game.
You have to have somebody out there to help him.
Again, brother. My brother.
Did you see him when we played Memphis?
Yes, sir. Brother, don't get. Hey, brother, you get distracted. You start going to different stuff. Let's deal with what you're talking about.
I just want you to answer the question, though. I didn't want you to answer the question.
I know you never asked. I'm trying to keep him on point, Herm. He asked you a question. Hold on, brother. He asked you a question because you criticized Darvin Ham for not helping AD. You did.
Listen what I'm saying. It's about his rotation. You
criticize him for not helping AD. That's part of his rotation.
I just said I would use the same lineup that we had last night with Reeves in there. The same lineup that he had. I would start with that, but I just wouldn't be hesitant to implement Gabriel in this.
So how many minutes Gabriel should play a game? How many minutes you really think that you can play Wayne Gabriel a game?
Depending upon how the game. This is what I'm saying. That's the part that I'm trying to say to you. He doesn't have a feel for the game. He lets the game roll on too long before he calls time.
Y'all understand? He talk about a man that played in the NBA and been coaching for the last 15 years. That's what he said. You don't have a feel for the game. Come on, my brother. I gotta get. Brother, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. My brother. Do you honestly believe? Because you're saying it. Do you feel you have a better feel for the game than Darvin Ham does?
I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying.
What are you saying there? You said you don't have a feel for the game.
But Elder, this is just.
He ain't answered the question, so I really don't care.
I've been trying to get him back.
You asked me who I would roll with Tony Lee, bro. Last night. But Elder, this is what I'm saying to you. The players go out and play, and if in the same thing, should we call for Popovich's job?
Hey, Tony Lee, we appreciate you in the super chat, my brother. We do appreciate you in the super chat. He says, AD been hearing Laker fans and media about playing the 5 now. He dominating. We want him back at the 4. With a really emoji face. I think that's what that is.
Right.
My brother, I'm sorry. You kind of in circles and you know.
No, I'm just saying to you. It's just that with the way that his rotation is just off. That's all I'm saying to you.
If you had that roster, bro, how would you incorporate the rotation?
Hold on, Turn. He's trying to tell you that the stuff you're bashing him about, he don't have the personnel to do a good rotation in that, bro. He don't. He doesn't have the personnel to give you the rotation you want. You said that's why Herm asked you more minutes for him. Because if you're going to sit there and tell us more minutes for a 6'9" active guy to go up against tree trunks like in Minnesota, we're going to get our head bashed in.
You just got to know. You just got to know when to roll in. And if you remember that championship
player, bro, this is what you're ignoring. You saying you got to have a feel for the game. That is his feel for the game. He knows this player. No, bro. He knows this player can't get it done. I have a better chance with Anthony Davis against these two guys than putting this dude out here to help Anthony because he'll be more in his way. He knows this.
So Elder, let me ask you this then. This is a question that I'll ask you. Do you think that he cost us some of the games, even with the first team that we had before we made the train?
Bro, yes. Because every coach will.
No, I'm not talking about every coach. I'm talking about him.
Hold on, bro. I answered it before I even gave my portion of it.
Right.
I wanted to break it down. I said yes. But I would say that about every single coach because every coach has nights where they know they didn't do it, they wasn't as focused, they didn't see this or whatever, and it cost their teams games.
So let me ask you this then. So let me throw this in there. So do you really believe that he's learned from those mistakes?
It depends on the mistake he made in that game. Every mistake he's made? No, not yet.
Do you trust him in a 7-game series?
Hey, bro, if you're going to ask me a question, let me at least give my full answer, bro.
My bad.
Give my full answer.
You're good.
I can't say every single thing because I don't think he's had an opportunity to grow in everything. But a lot of things that the average casual fan would call a mistake, I don't call them mistakes. I don't call them coaching problems. I understand why he's doing what he's doing. So I wouldn't tell him to change that because there's nothing. It's like this. Y'all want him to help Anthony Davis. He has no one on the roster to help him. But y'all would constantly criticize him in games where you see big men getting 13, 14 offensive rebounds. You blame Darvin Ham. And it ain't his fault. Because when old boy come in, guess what? He may stop 1 or 2 offensive rebounds, but he's going to get 3 or 4 fouls, miss a couple assignments. He's not going to help as much as you think he will. And Darvin knows that, so he sticks with what he has best.
I don't think so. I've seen it when he see, see, this is the thing that I say to you, Elder, in all due respect. Mm-hmm. It took Anthony Davis to get in foul trouble before he actually saw that connection between him and Gabriel. So this is just brand new.
I don't agree with that.
It's not a damn connection with them two. It's not a connection with them two.
Did we ever see Anthony Davis and what's my man and Thompson? What's my man that they traded to? Thomas Brown on the floor at the same time?
Not much.
I don't think so. I
mean, do you know why?
And some of that was.
Hey, my brother, let me ask you this. If you're putting them out there, what position are you playing Thomas Bryant at?
He at the 5.
So you need him to play defense on interior defense on the 5s, correct?
Anthony Davis is the anchor of the defense.
But a lot of the 5s is not that good in the NBA.
No. Listen to what he said, y'all. Because if you want to help Anthony Davis, the way you help him is get him to not have to guard the 5s. But when I said, oh, okay, so you're going to put Thomas Bryant on the 5, he goes to Anthony Davis is the anchor of the defense. So now you're going to put Anthony on the 5. What the hell do I need Thomas Bryant in the game?
Like these started. Tom, mind you,
it's easy work,
Thomas Bryant is starting.
Don't basketball. This is sad.
What are you saying? All of the positions are interchangeable. They switch off and they do things. I mean, what kind of defense are you running?
Hey, but I'm gonna repeat this. I'm gonna repeat this one more time for this brother, though. Brother, with that roster that the Lakers currently have, how would you do the rotation? How would you coach? I know. During the game, in certain situations, how you got to make your subs. But with that roster, you mean to tell me you would be on the fly making easy decisions with the rotation, knowing that you got a lot of suspect players on that roster that's very inconsistent for as a role player. Lonnie Walker, you know he's a damn liability on defense. He can get high, but he's a liability on defense, so you can't play him major minutes. So now Wayne Gabriel, he hustles, but he's a liability on defense because he'll allow easy buckets.
Right.
And he fouls a lot as well. So I'm gonna go down the line. I'm gonna go down the line. Malik Beasley, you know he's hot and cold.
Let me say one.
That's one of your better defenders, so you got to play Malik Beasley 30 minutes because he's one of your better defenders on the wing, so you got to play him.
Dennis Schroeder. All right, only reason you got him in there because he's one of your better ball handlers. He can shoot and he's a decent defender. So Schroeder gonna get major minutes.
Right.
D'Lo, that's your best ball handler. So you know you gotta play him. Before it's your big man, for your fours and centers, what can you surround AD with? That's hard, bro.
It's
You
just,
really LeBron James, just to be real, really LeBron James is the second best big man on the team. LeBron is the second best big man on the team. So with that being said, how can you help Anthony Davis if you Darvin Ham?
So Herman, I agree with everything that you said, but I need to see more of Gabriel with LeBron and AD because I haven't seen that. So what I'm saying to you, now I understand what you're saying and where you're coming from, what you're saying, and I agree with everything that you said, but we haven't seen the whole group as a whole because LeBron has been injured. AD, I want to see these pieces that we had, even with Obama.
Dexter
I
Bryant.
want to see them in there with a healthy AD, and even though he was a third string, I want to see him in there with AD and LeBron. That's all I'm asking for.
And my brother, you said you want to see the lineup with Thomas, with Gwenyon Gabriel, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis, right?
Right.
Where's my shooting?
Listen, what I'm saying, and through the course of the game,
answer my question, bro, please. Hey, bro, please answer my question.
I'm not saying that.
Where is my shooting?
I'm not saying that has to be the whole.
Now I can double LeBron and I can double AD because I can help off Wayne Gabriel.
My brother, you just said a second ago when we were talking about how bad old boy is interior-wise guarding centers. You said everybody's interchangeable. Everybody needs to guard everybody anyways. That's what you said.
Right.
Now, if Thomas Bryant is a 6'9", wiry guy, fouls a lot, but he's highly active.
Right.
Who's better at that, him or Jared Vanderbilt?
Vanderbilt gonna play anyway. I'm saying.
No, you're not answering my question.
Of the game,
Please
man.
answer my question, sir. Who's better at that, Jared Vanderbilt or Gwenyon Gabriel?
It's 48 minutes, man. I'm just saying at some point. It's at some point you gotta have.
Why do I need to see that when my starting lineup is that with a guy that shoots the three ball better? He's a better defender. He rebounds just as good, and he can guard anything from 1 through 5. That's what Vanderbilt does. So why do I need to see Thomas Bryant with that?
Depending upon what the 5 is, though, Elder.
What?
I say depending upon what 5 it is. You know,
bro, Vanderbilt. Hold on, bro.
Vanderbilt is a hell of a defender.
Vanderbilt is considered an elite defender.
I agree.
What is Gabriel considered?
I agree, but we need.
What is Gabriel considered?
It's like I say, when he implemented Gabriel in there with AD when AD was in that foul trouble, he saw that, so that's why the next game he came back with it, and he wasn't hesitating to do it. It doesn't need to be the entire game. I'm not saying that Gabriel needs to start no shit like
Gabriel's
that.
playing.
You have to be able to. Gabriel's
getting minutes.
He's getting minutes.
Gabriel's getting DNPs. He's playing.
But Elder, he wasn't getting minutes before AD got into that foul trouble. I've been screaming for this all year.
Where's Angie at when I need her? Somebody show me. For the last 10 games.
Listen what I'm saying to you. Gabriel ain't been out there with AD like that. That first time when AD got into that foul trouble is when he put him in there. I've been screaming for this all year. Just to play the bigs together because
my brother, what I'm saying to you is this. How does that give him a greater advantage when Vanderbilt's a better player than him? He rebounds just as good.
Because Vanderbilt can't play the whole game. He can't play the whole game.
Gabriel gets the minutes he should. Hold on. How many minutes should Vanderbilt play?
Elder, you're wrong.
I'm asking you a question, bro. How many minutes as a starter should Vanderbilt play when he is your best?
That's not the point of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I like to see when Anthony Davis has some type of other big out there when he's running.
Bro,
I don't know.
My brother. You call it. You do understand that Gabriel and O'Boy are pretty much the same size. You do understand that, right?
Yeah, I give.
They're an inch apart. O'Boy 6'8" and Blackistan 6'9". They're an inch apart.
I give him about.
But Vanderbilt is 10 times more versatile than him, so he should be playing 30 to 35 minutes a game as a starter.
So they
how
both
many
can't,
minutes does that leave for old boy then? It's 48 minutes in a game.
So that means that Gabriel can't play alongside AD just because Vanderbilt plays the minutes that he plays. I never said not to play Vanderbilt. That's one. He's our best defender on the floor. What I'm saying to you is that I just see that Anthony Davis, he just functions better when he can be positioned. He can be positioned at the 4. That's the only thing that I said. We have to be able to move Anthony Davis to the 4 so he can operate. Because you put him at the 5 and they double team him, he's short.
Who's going to guard the 5? William Gabriel?
Well, I'm talking on the offensive side of the ball. You can shift the pieces. I don't know why we think that.
Brother, time out, please. I need y'all to hear what this brother's saying.
Yeah.
You're saying on the offense, put him at the 4. So you're saying put Anthony Davis at the 4 on the offense and then put him at the 5 on the defense. Is that what you're saying?
What difference does it make? I'm trying to figure out.
My brother, I'm going to help you. Hold on, bro.
No,
I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you.
Hold
on.
Go ahead.
Hold on, bro.
Go ahead.
Bro, I'm going to help you.
Go ahead.
If Anthony Davis is playing 5 on the defensive end, nobody's helping him. That's where he needs help at the 5 on the defensive end, not offensively. He needs help on the defensive end at 5. So you can't put Gabriel out there and say, Anthony Davis, you play 4 on offense, and then on defense play 5. You're hurting Anthony Davis.
So we talk about numbers.
It's doubling his load.
We talk about numbers now. I'm saying to you, Anthony Davis is the anchor of the defense anyway. He the anchor. If Anthony Davis go down, we pretty much done. How we've been. I'm just saying to you, I just don't understand and why we get into these discussions like that when we're just talking about that he just needs some help out there.
My brother, respectfully, respect.
This is what I'm saying to you. I'm just saying to you when we play against Minnesota, they got like 3 bigs, and we got AD out there with LeBron with 3 guards. That shit ain't gonna work. Or we go against Memphis, and they don't even have Aquaman out there no more. But when Aquaman come out, that ain't gonna work with AD out there trying to battle like that. And then people wondering why AD have 8 points and 5 rebounds. It's because he battling on the defensive end by himself. It was a time when he didn't even play Rui, and he was out there battling. I'm just like, come on.
All right, so here's the point then. Have us on Darvin Ham. Have us Darvin Ham phone then.
Because he should break Gabriel more. That's what he keeps saying. Again, y'all just show how much y'all don't.
I'm saying matchups, Elder. I'm saying matchups. You tell him you trying to tell me what I'm saying. I'm just saying you gotta have a feel for the game when you need to do certain things, and he just doesn't do it.
Because those guys won't help him. This is why I'm saying you don't understand what a feel for the game means. Just because a guy is big doesn't mean he's going to help him. He knows, like we go against Minnesota, and you want to start Gabriel or put him out there against Karl Anthony Towns or against the backup, which is named Naz Reid. Now, I'm going to ask all you that watch basketball, what y'all think William Gabriel going to do against Karl Anthony Towns or Naz Reid?
But you missing my point because I never said to start him.
Oh, brother, I just said put him off the bench. Even if he comes off the bench, he's going to be guarding Cat or Naz Reid.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I never said to start him. What I'm saying is that you got to be able to put him in there. You don't think with that. You don't think
even if he comes off the bench.
You don't think with that spark of energy that Gabriel brings off that bench that it ignites some things sometimes, man. I mean, come on, seriously.
That's what he does. But how many minutes do you give that? He's already playing like 15, 18 minutes a game. You acting like he's not playing. He is.
But I'm not saying that. I'm saying that. But see, you missing my point. I'm saying that looks nice when he's playing those minutes alongside Anthony Davis for 4 or 5 minutes before he sits it in. But he said
completely. But when he's out there with Anthony, he does. First off, he does play some minutes with Anthony Davis. But secondly, when he's out there with Anthony Davis, he needs to give relief to Anthony Davis at the center position.
Right. I agree.
And that's a disadvantage because he's 6'9".
But I'm telling you,
he's like last night. If you put him in and you put him on Vujovic, what do you think's going to happen?
It's not going to be a good. It's not going to be a good scenario. But what I'm
He
saying
can't
to
help Anthony Davis in that area then.
you, but he.
What I'm saying to you.
The part of you, and I'm a stand on my ground when I say this to you because
I know you are, bro.
I've been screaming about him just playing him alongside Anthony Davis. You know, maybe it is a front office, but if they can't see when LeBron wasn't there that we need another big there, then there's just something wrong with that.
The front office answered you though, bro. Front office answered you. They know everybody in Laker Nation thinks we need a big. And guess what the front office said? For the options that are out there, we're going to go with the guys we got. Meaning none of those guys that have available to us that want to play for us, we feel is worth paying the money. Right. And I told y'all this weeks ago, don't get your hopes up. Jeannie's cheap. She's not going to just put a player out there just to put a player out there. Because here's what will happen. She'll fill that spot. Jeannie knows this. Darvin won't trust this player and not play him. And then Jeannie will be looking saying, why am I paying $500,000 for a guy that's just sitting on the bench?
Right. But Elder, still all this time, though, he still ain't answered the damn question.
Oh, the brother, he's stuck on what he believes.
What question that you said about who I would start?
You were getting at him about helping AD.
No,
yeah, you mad at Darvin Ham, but what can he do with the roster that he got?
You're mad at Darvin for a roster that's flawed.
No, I'm not mad about I'm mad about the rotation, how he rotates players in.
Those guys, I'm done, y'all. I'm done.
No,
I can't have a good rotation with the mediocre players here.
Y'all are worse than Granite. Y'all are worse than working with Granite. Y'all can't see it from any other perspective than the fan perspective you have. I'm telling you, Darvin he's played the game. He's coached the game for years. If he looks on that bench and thinks that a guy can help him, guess what Darvin's going to do, y'all? Play him. But you're not there in the practices. You're not having a one-on-one conversation with them. You're not there in the film room with them. So you see a guy that in your mind is a great scorer. Oh, he got to play.
But
the coach realizes that he gives up twice as many points. He puts our defense in 10 worse situations. He makes it hard for us to stay connected defensively. I can't play him.
So let me ask you this, NL. So you was cool when they ran down that 17-point lead yesterday.
I understood why they did. I wasn't cool. Hell no. But I understood why they did.
Why?
We had two guards in the game that are not good passers. And what the Bulls did, you got 6'1" Dennis Schroeder. And you got 6'3" Beasley, right? Guess what they did? They stuck Cody White and they stuck that other dude, I can't say his name, with the dreadlocks. Both them dudes are 6'5", long arms, and athletic. So now they nullified those two guys' main things they do, which is score.
Did we need to make an adjustment?
Bro, I put bigger, longer, more athletic guys on them. It's going to be harder for them to score. They can't pass either. Go look. Both of them together had like 8 turnovers. So I got these athletic energy guys that are bigger and stronger and faster and more athletic than the dudes they're guarding.
Would you have made an adjustment?
I personally would have tried, but here's the thing. I had to go look and see, because here's my options for the team I got. I just took Hillbilly Kobe, and I just took LeBron, and I just took D'Lo out. They're tired.
So we lose the championship because they're tired? Every game we play now is a playoff game.
Brother, you know, you make it hard to kind of talk to you because I can't. Hold on, no, bro. I can't finish one of your questions without you asking me 3 more. I don't get to finish anything you say because I'm going to tell you why he's doing it, but you got your mind made up that it's a bad move anyways. Now, I already said, I text Kareem this yesterday. Darvin can't play those two together. They're bad together. I texted to Kareem. But I don't know what he's seeing on that bench as in. He may say, you know what? I know I really don't want to play them together, but my other guys are super tired. And they're going to have to just fight through this. He may have been saying, you know what? They're going to need to get better in this situation, so I may have to give up the lead a little bit so they can get this experience. And then what I saw him do, which y'all say he don't make adjustments, even though that's his normal rotation, that's what keep these guys happy. He rotated to him in the second half when the league got built up again. They lost a little bit of the league, and guess what he did this time? He didn't take them out. He put because we were getting cooked defensively. He put Vanderbilt in. 30 seconds later, he put LeBron in. Now we had another ball handler. 2 minutes later, then he put another ball handler in D-Lo and took one of them out. He staggered them. But he don't make adjustments. Go back and watch it. First half, he left them in there and let them learn. And that's why they brought the lead all the way back and took the lead. But they didn't panic. They took the lead right back up to 17, 18, 19, and he put that same group right back in there. And guess what they did? Lost the lead. Because Chicago countered by putting the same group in and took the lead from us. But instead of letting them run all the way down in the second half, he let them get the, I think, 9 points, and then he put in other players. He staggered it and won the game. I understood what he was doing. I didn't like it, but I understood what he was doing. Because you know what? Maybe Schroeder and Beasley was a bad matchup for the Bulls. May not be that way against what's the name them, though. You see what I'm saying? May not be a bad matchup against Minnesota. May not be a bad matchup. Who would play after that? May not be a bad matchup for Houston, which it is, because they got the same. They got bigger, longer, athletic guards.
Yeah, I had to run. Damn, this live is popping right now. I'm sick, but I had to go
right,
get my mom real quick. She just called me.
Salute, my brother.
All right, thanks everybody for coming through. Hit that subscribe button, man. I appreciate all y'all, Elder, Herm, Top Flight, Dre, everybody who came through today. I really appreciate that. Johnny Sims, he said, I still feel like we lacking personnel to win constantly. Wings, centers, short for sure, average teams like many are bad matchups for us still. Yeah, definite, man. I really appreciate it. But I got a call. I got to go. Johnny Sims in the Cash App. But I'm in Super Chat. Hit that subscribe button. We got more, man. We got a lot more, man. I want to thank everybody for coming through, man. I'm sorry to end it like this, but I have to go. People just called me, man. I might. It's still early. It depends time I come back. I might come back, man. But I appreciate everybody for coming through. Hit that like and subscribe. Thanks, man.